beep, boop. Tweet. Oh, I don't have our Wawta Twitter on my phone. Forgot to log into it.
Oh shit! I need to change the episode.
I did it.
Oh, you did? Okay, great.
Yeah, I think we're 29.
Really?
I don't know anymore. It said what did it say before? It said 28, so I changed it to
okay.
I'm 29, so
that's funny. So I went to go change it. I changed it to 30.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's because I changed it to 29. Okay.
And look, Goofin's in there. Show 29 now. What is she? Can she hear us?
Made for the dress? What does that mean?
You.
Oh, me? Okay.
Made for your dress.
Okay.
I mean, that's good. We're gonna talk about it.
Well, I don't really have much updates because I don't have it yet, but I can still talk about it. I'm down.
Fit, right? Have we talked about that yet on podcast?
I don't think so, actually.
No, we didn't, because I was really sad on freaking Friday or whenever Sunday. Oh my god, it was just
on Wednesday and Sunday, so then we were just like, screw it.
Well, Wednesday you were gone, and then Sunday we were gone, and I was like, I was fucking not okay. But that's okay. I got through it. It's fine.
Did I mute the wrong thing? Oh my god, I did mute the wrong.
Anyways, so what's he doing with all the water?
He's probably just standing there like this, just splashing it everywhere. He had, oh my god, in the Discord, it's not your camera because I was looking at the thing you posted. Wow, so professional.
We are,
yeah. We legit thought that Goofin was like just I'm reading our minds, and that he mentioned 29.
How does she know what episode we're on? I'm like sitting there thinking to myself. I said it out loud, actually.
No, it's really funny. It's really funny.
Oh no, that shit's great. Oh.
So dumb.
Man, I was convinced you were like telepathic or something, or just like we happened to be on the same wavelength because we were talking about what episodes we were on.
Yeah, exactly.
So Shelly saw it at 28 and put it to 29, and then I went to go change it and put it to 29 to 30, and then we're both sitting there like, and we realized what was going on because I was like, I'm gonna change it, and she's like, I did it. Oh. So put it down, the right one, and you heard it all. So it's like,
you heard all the confusion.
That's how you knew.
Oh my god! Is it?
Yeah. Shows this is live, not pre-recorded, right? Oh, we got some fun stuff to talk about today.
We do.
So, do you want to start with your check-in?
Sure, I'll start with my check-in. So last Wednesday, because we got to back it up a bit, because we didn't do the Wednesday podcast, and we didn't do the Sunday makeup podcast. So I guess we're backing it up a bit. So on Wednesday we had to cancel because I was getting my dress altered, which was quite fun. And it had to be shortened quite a bit because it was really long, so long. And then so they had to do that, and it was interesting how they're gonna do it, because I thought that they were gonna take the dress from where the top and the bottom meet up and kind of roll it up, Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about that, and I was kind of sad about that, because I'm they kind of match, they purposely put the fabric, so then the patterns kind of like match up. And I'm like, oh, if they do that, it's gonna fuck up the pattern.
Funny.
And
Yeah.
like there's a section that's like right here that I'm like, I really like that section of it, and they'll have to roll it up and it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
But what they do is, because the bottom of my dress like has like a a border. What the lady's gonna do, which is a lot of work for her, so kudos to her. She's gonna take that off, cut it, and then re-sew that back on.
Wow.
And I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot of work. And she's like, yeah, but it's okay. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's great that you're not gonna like change like the top bit. And she's like, no, like we don't do that. And I'm like, cool. Because I didn't know that.
Because that's part of it. I feel like what you're loving about it is part of the design of like, and they're like, they have to find other ways to maneuver around it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
In my opinion, but
yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. And I'm picking it up on the 22nd,
Ooh.
which is another Wednesday. I'm sorry, I just realized that.
That's more than okay. It's okay.
Know what? Things are gonna be a bit crazy until like
Shit's
March.
Crazy.
Like gotta get ready.
Middle or end of March, even.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
yeah, so I'm very excited about that. And they also like I'm gonna put in like I forget what it was called now, but so I have an option to put the train up, like pin it.
Oh yeah.
To my dress. I can't think of the word now. And a bustier? No,
told
that's
me,
not
but I don't
it.
have my phone on me right now.
It's not a bustier. That's for your chest.
Goofin.
Goofin Google. Just kidding.
What is it called?
What's it
when
called?
It's attached in the back.
I can't remember anymore. I can't remember, but it looks great. And like she kind of like did it up, and like she did a special thing to mark where like she wants like there's gonna be three clips where I can a bustle. Thank you, Goofin. A bustle. And like it looks like even with my my train down looks amazing, but like with it up, it still looks great.
It looks so great.
It looks so great. So great. So excited on Tuesday to get my dress.
You get it Tuesday?
No, not Tuesday. The 22nd. Sorry, my brain.
Oh, sorry. It's okay. I was like, no, you did say the 22nd.
Yeah, I don't know why. I said Tuesday.
I got even more excited. That
Where did Tuesday come
from? That's even sooner. Oh my gosh.
No, on the 22nd, because I was supposed to go in on the 20th, and then I realized that I had my show on that day, and I'm just like, oh wait, I can't do that.
Yeah,
not possible.
It's not gonna work with the schedule.
And like we did book like extra time to like try on like headpieces and stuff, but I actually like already bought like a headpiece.
Oh, okay.
Like I bought it from another store, but I still like I kind of want that extra time to like just be in the dress, and there's no like pressure of someone's like just waiting for me to do something and like fix something, and like I just kind of want to feel it and see if there's anything wrong. So am I like trying to like headpieces, because I did like sign up for that time, and I'm like might as well just use it. But also I'm like
might as well.
Veils and like kind of like sit, walk and turn, exactly. And there's no one like standing there pressuring me. Not that they're pressuring me, but like this lady was like, she's trying to do the dress stuff and it's late, and
come on.
I feel pressured.
Yeah.
And like I'm not good under those circumstances to tell her what I really want, you know?
Yeah. I relate. Like I never feel comfortable enough to like tell them, because I feel like they're not going to understand what I really want, or like,
and I don't want to be like too I don't want them to be annoyed with me. Exactly. Needy and annoying. Cause like there is a part of my dress where like in the, underarm like section, because of the, sparkle that's like in the dress, is kind of scratchy, you know, like when like you're doing dance or you have like some sequin stuff and it's like scratchy and not comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I should have at the time when we were doing that thing asked her, could we put like a fabric thing in the underarm area to like smooth it out a bit, but I didn't ask. And I'm like, I'll just put like a Band-Aid or something on my skin, which I should have just asked her to do something, but it was overwhelming. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be annoying and needy, even though I'm paying for it. And that's their job, to sit there and let me be annoying.
Mm-hmm.
That's their job. But yeah. I know. I'm trying not to. Even though, like, I'm not, like, the good thing is that I'm so happy we went the route of we're paying the resort to basically take care of everything.
That's so nice.
Because I, from the start, I'm like, I don't want to go through the trouble of planning my wedding. It sounds like a terrible time. It sounds horrible.
A lot of people. I didn't plan anything crazy. As you know, I had kind of quick ceremony. But I don't envy anyone who plans their weddings, like, or their wedding.
Exactly. Like, to me, that doesn't seem fun. Like, the only fun part of it that I think would be fun was, like, trying out the cakes and the food. That seems like the most fun, but everything else just seems stressful.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
I'm sure that this place is going to take care of everything. I'm sure it's all going to be great. The only thing that they wanted from me was they emailed us and was like, what kind of like a bouquet does like the bride want? So then I'm like, oh shit, like I wasn't expecting to be asked this. So I had to like go Googling and looking up bouquets, and I send them a couple pictures going, I like these.
Oh, how pretty.
And that's about it. Like, other than that, like we haven't really talked to them at all recently. Like, Jordan's like asked them a couple of things and they haven't gotten back to us, but it'll all work out.
Yeah.
It's gonna work out just fine.
Yeah.
But other than that,
still like sitting there like kind of stressful though, like, can you respond?
Yeah, like we had this problem with rehearsal I don't know. I don't know. We're probably gonna find
how serious this is. Okay,
we're gonna probably find everything out the day we arrive there, and then get like a plan as to what's going on. And then the Tuesday, I'm assuming they're gonna like walk us through or give us options. I don't fully know. I hope we do like a rehearsal or have like some kind of plan,
like
schedule,
a pre dinner chat.
Yeah, like a little
pre night before chat kind of.
Yeah, deal. Exactly. Directions on where to stand or where we walked in. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I've been to a rehearsal once because I've been. Okay, here's me. I've been to two weddings in my life. I've been to one of my friends and Goofin's wedding way back in the day. So, and I was like this tall, like I was a child. So those are my two. Yes, I've only been to 2 weddings in my life. In my almost 30 years of life,
Wait, did your dad marry?
Oh, that's a lie. I've been to 3 weddings.
I was just gonna say, but what about your dad?
No, I went to my dad's wedding. You're right. I went to my dad's wedding, which was a whole like different experience, like in itself. Like lots of emotions there. But yes, I've been to my dad's wedding.
Of course, yeah.
Of course,
a lot.
It was a lot, but it was a great day. Except for like, I feel bad about like the pictures because they took pictures. And it was a bright, sunny day. And, like, I cannot open my eyes in the fucking sun, okay?
It's squinting the whole time.
I can't. I don't. It seems like everyone else is perfectly fine. But, like, the pictures, I look pissed off in all the pictures because I couldn't open my eyes. And, like, I was happy for them. And I just feel bad every time I see any pictures. I'm just like, I look so angry. But I don't know if they know I couldn't open my eyes because of how bright it was. And I don't know if like they think I just was pissed off the whole time, and I'm just awkwarded out now, and I'm like, I hope they don't think like I purposely ruined your photos because I couldn't open my eyes. And I don't know if they know this, and I think about this like a lot, like constantly. And it's like, yeah, like, I'm gonna bring my sunglasses, but like, I think about that a lot, and I feel bad because like the pictures, I look like I'm just not having a good time, which is a lie. And like everyone else is smiling, and then there's me. Like I just can't fucking see shit because I couldn't open them because I had like my glasses weren't on and it was fucking bright and I had contacts on and I couldn't see shit. I always think about that, and I really feel bad because I don't know that they know that. I should probably like just bring it up one day and be like, by the way, this random conversation about your wedding pictures. I'm sorry if I ruined them because I couldn't see or open my eyes.
Oh.
No, it's not.
I don't do well either.
Like, I don't know how people open their eyes in the fucking sun.
Then you add like all this snow and then the sun, and I'm just like,
you're blinded.
I can't see shit. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, so
you actually get snow blindness from it.
Yeah, like it's like back in Saskatoon. Like I know. You walk out and you're like, oh Jesus, it's like the sun out here.
That's where Kona will go, like he's a vampire.
Oh my god! But on other news, I got some work drama.
Work drama. We had a
guy that skipped, which means he moved out without telling us, and he moved out in the middle of the night. He skipped out. And, like, it does happen once in a while. It's not a very common thing. It's not super duper common. This is, like, my second skip that I've experienced. But, like, how this all went down was this dude, like, the first, like, I'm rolled around, the second rolled around, the third, and he hasn't paid his rent. Which we're like, that's not that uncommon for him. He's kind of a weird dude. Not much to think about. So we, like, I emailed him and everyone else that hasn't paid rent at that point going, you are now late.
Reminder.
You are late paying rent, so you have to pay rent plus an extra $25 late fee because you're late. So pay your fucking rent.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is paying rent and he's not. And I'm like, weird. And I haven't like seen him around. And I'm like, that's weird.
And, like, you're used to seeing him around.
Like, we're seeing him, like here and there, whatnot. And then finally it clicked, like, on, like, the 31st or, like, the second last day, like, of the month. We went out to our store, which is, like, behind our place. And, like, there was a truck there with, like, a ramp. So someone was moving in or out. And I'm like, everyone's like moved out by now. Like, whose truck is this? It could it could be like the next store, like the next like a building across, whatnot. Sure. And then I see the guy that lives in the suite, and he's like acting super weird. And I didn't think like much about this because I'm like he in general he's a weird guy. There's just something off with his vibe. I never really like. I always got a weird bug, a weird thing with him, but I was like, whatever, he's just weird. And yeah, so he's by this truck, and then he walks away, like he walks him away, like from the truck. So I wave and say hi, and he's just acting weird. He doesn't say hi back, nothing. And I'm like, whatever, you're just a weird dude. I don't really,
hey weirdo.
I don't really care, whatever. And then, like the next, like now that he hasn't paid rent, I'm just sitting there going, wait a minute. Could that truck have been his? And then I'm like, boss lady, because I don't want to say your name, come over here. Think about this. I saw a truck on this day, didn't think much about it. He hasn't paid rent. I have now served a 10-day notice, and he still hasn't paid rent. We're now on the 8th, like the 8th at this point, and I'm like, I think he skipped. And she's like, look at his fobs. So I look at his fobs, and there's a lot of coming in and out of that back door at like 5. It starts at.
You guys are like investigators.
Oh,
it's so
we
great.
are
I love
investigators.
this
Like,
shit. It's
trust.
just so good. Continue on.
I'm so Snoopy. But yeah, so like I'm looking at the fobs, and I'm like, there's like he's going out that door at like 1, like I'm a 1, in the morning, 1:30, 2, 15, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. And I'm like, I'm gonna look at the cameras coming out of that door. So I did, and he's like lugging boxes with his friends out, and I'm like, he's fucking skipping. And then he brings out his fucking bed, and then we're like, yeah, he's gone. As soon as you bring out a bed, you left.
It's over.
This building, no one says shit in this building. It's so different from every other place that we've actually been in. Like, for instance,
Like,
a
no
couple.
one cares, huh?
I don't. It's not. I don't think it's no one cares. No one wants to like they don't want to bother us, which is weird. Because every other building they don't give a fuck about that. They'll call no matter what. And then like
you guys being really busy, but anyways,
like
go ahead.
like the last couple of weeks, all 3 of our room lifts went down. All 3 at the same time, so there was none. Did anyone call us? No. And we're like, what the fuck? Why would you call it a situation like that?
They just
don't
assume you knew?
I don't fully know. But they don't call us for really anything except for if someone's like smoking, and then they call us, and then they're like, oh, somebody like last night was like smoking. And then we're like, you need to call us when it happens, because we need to go like sniff around and see what suite has the strongest cigarette smell. But whatever.
We're so dumb sometimes.
I know.
Swear.
So yeah, this dude, he moved out over 3 nights, and then we're just like, we don't think he's there. So we like yesterday served him to like go with go vomit into his suite, because we legally have to do that. So we went in around 11 o'clock, and it's empty. It's empty. There's damage on the walls. Like, he's been there for like...
Did he have couches and shit?
Yeah, he had couches.
Like, how do you move that
TVs,
shit quietly?
Beds, everything.
My ass would be fucking so loud.
The corner that he's in, there's no one... Like, the person next to him is a little bit farther down, because the floor he's on, there's like bigger suites. So like, I guess he does have a better chance of being quiet.
Smooth and sneak out.
And also like that door is like on the back, so we wouldn't... No one's gonna see him. It's not like it's in the front where someone would have seen him. Yeah. So, yeah, he skipped out. So I canceled his fobs. I took his phone number off of the system just so he can't like be weird and get in and who knows what.
Yeah. Sure.
But like this guy, he's sketchy, and like I've like met his like girlfriend / wife. I don't know what she is, but we're all of our teams like, she's on drugs. She's on drugs.
Here.
And like about 2 to 3 weeks ago, his girlfriend broke in and busted up his mailbox trying to find a check, which didn't come, but came like the like next day. But like she came in with like this other friend that we've seen him with, and they crowbarred his fucking mailbox and opened it, and we're just like, what the hell is going on with this?
That could have been anyone's mailbox. Thankfully, they picked the right one, but still.
Well, like they all say like this actual like suite numbers, so
still bothers me. They could
It
have
does.
they could have taken it from anybody.
Oh yeah, they could have gone into all of them essentially, but they purposely
So
went
upsetting.
they went to
Of
him
course,
because
because it's a vengeance of him, but
they
still,
knew
that
that he was
upsets
getting a
me. It's just
check.
like such an invasion of privacy.
So yeah, so we have a skip that we now
Ah,
have to clean and get ready to go because
evil.
our big boss man is coming out on the 15th. So we got to get that one
Oh
fucking
yeah.
clean because he wants to go into every empty suite, which now that one's empty.
Yeah.
So we got to get that one cleaned up because there's not holes, but like there's damage. But like this guy's so fucking stupid because
Did he
like
have a shower curtain? Just real quick.
well if like he did like he took it.
Oh, okay. Just because that
Like one
one
guy
renter
with the
you
garbage
guys had?
bag, the garbage bag.
Can't even. Anyways.
He's so dumb because he owes us rent. He technically broke his lease, which means he owes us rent until we re-rent his suite, which is going to be hard because it's on the 3rd floor with a shitty view. So, good luck, buddy. So he owes us this month's, probably next month's rent. He has to pay $400 because he broke lease, and all of the stuff that we have to repaint and clean, you're being charged for it. So have fun with that. Fucking up your credits, bitch.
That's
Like,
fucked up, man.
if you're gonna leave, you don't have to sneak out. We can't physically stop you from leaving.
No.
We can't stop ya. Have fun. Like we had one
Do it the right
skip.
way.
Like this one skip where like it was a fine skip. Like we knew that she was leaving. And she skipped in like during work time right in front of us. And we're like, okay, bye.
See ya.
See ya. But like she was just a terrible lady. She was terrible. So we're all like, we're so
get
happy to
someone
see you
better.
gone. Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
And also,
Psycho.
oh my God, she racked up quite a bill too.
Yeah. I was thinking, didn't we hear this story a little bit when we were playing Power Wash on a month? I feel like because I have a distinct memory of you guys talking about this story when we were playing that game. We were doing like the tree house or
It
something.
might have been.
Potentially, and you guys were
That was a
trying
while
to
ago.
it was a while ago, and you guys were in the midst of in the legal actions of it. Like you were only hearing the outsides of the legal action of it, kind of. And then eventually, a bit after that, quite a bit after that, she eventually moved, and I remember hearing that update too. But
Yeah, she finally moved, and
Yeah.
she like moved out like during at the end of the day, and like we like locked out the
set a
like lift like for her to easily move out, and we're like, whatever, we don't give a shit at this point, just get the fuck out of here. But like, damn, she's got
Gosh.
quite a bill racked up whenever we get to send that off to collections. Like it's racked up to around, I think for her she owes around, I want to say like $7,000.
that's
Yep.
pretty hefty.
Yeah, because like she left it with bugs, which we had to clean out, which she's paying for all that. We had to do brand new flooring, which she's paying for that. We had to repaint the whole suite, which she's paying
Wow.
for that. The place was disgusting. Like dirty, disgusting, like holy crap, it was so gross. So she's paying for that. We had to put like a brand new like the
Those
washer
remind me.
dryer, fridge.
Yeah.
She's paying for that. And plus she also owes us rent. So
Give me your money.
Give me
Your
your money.
money.
this is what you get when you're a bad tenant. Don't be a bad tenant. Don't bring in bugs and then skip out. Oh, jeez. The things I see in this job.
Renters, guests. I have like a different version of your job
Yeah.
because I'm a housekeeper, but I relate in a way. I have short-term rentals. They're not long-term like you guys expect, but like
Yeah.
The shit people leave behind, man.
The shit people leave
Or just
behind.
the shit that just decides to happen out of nowhere, like the random emergencies, like you were just saying, pre-chat, or I think it was pre-chat. No, was it just
No,
during the podcast just now?
during the
Yeah, yeah.
podcast.
About the elevators,
Yeah, all three
all
went down.
just going down, and no one says anything.
No, if like to be fair, if like if Jordan did not smoke, we probably would not have found out about it.
So I arrive at a job, and I was talking about this job with you before stream, for sure. I know that. And I arrived to the job to start the task. I forgot to tell you this part. The garage door is wide open.
Ooh.
And that means it had been wide open for 24 hours.
Oh my lord.
And I told the owner, and she was like, she just texted me back. That is so irresponsible. They're getting a low vote or something. I don't know how it works, but whatever she uses, she's downvoting them.
Oh wow.
I was like, oh. Anyways, yeah. So it's interesting. It's very interesting how people treat their spaces, man. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Like there's some suites where like I'm like, this is like a perfect suite. It's so clean. They keep it clean every time we we go in. The blankets are folded. Like it's a show suite and a half. Like I could never be that like clean. Everything was in its own place, and I'm like, do you guys even like live here?
Yeah, as you just
like what do
how
you
do people live in their houses like when it's like that clean?
I don't know. It like
they just might be clean in general too, though.
I know, but like that clean. It just it
people can be that clean.
It blows like I get it, but it blows my mind because like we are so not those people. I try to be, and it lasts for like 2 days, and then the house blows up again.
Yeah. Literally, mine last day, 6 hours.
But you have kids, like at least, so that's like an excuse. Like, but this is still, like two adults, and we're like, 2 days is long enough.
Yeah, it's fine. It was clean. We'll clean it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Life's short. You need to let the house get dirty, and so you can do it and clean it.
Like this. I'm a countertop here. It's so nice when it's clean, but then we just
I'll clean you.
We just put things on it, and it just stays on the countertop until we clean it, and it's just such a nice space. But like there's a fan, there's a book, there's the game, there's a action figure trying to build for like 3 months, there's like alcohol on it, there's like it's just stuff.
I've got stuff everywhere. I totally understand. I have no room for anything. I have stuff everywhere.
It just drives me nuts.
Embarrassingly. Look around my house.
Like it's
deep
like,
cleaning hard.
It has been worse, but like even still, it could be better.
Yeah, I understand.
Oh jeez, but yeah, that's pretty much my check-in. Dress and people skipping at work.
Fucking skippers.
I think that's it. I think that's
a good
all.
skip. That's a good skip story. It was like he thought he was being so sly, and you guys are just like.
Here's the thing with our job. If shit goes on, I'm gonna fucking find out. Like for instance, I went on like a deep dive because I've been to the gym twice now, and I was like, okay,
that's
cool. It's a big deal because I'm scared of the gym. I'm scared of the gym.
Sure.
I'm scared of being around people at the gym. It's just a thing. And like the first time that I went, I left around 9:45ish, and our gym it closes at 10.
Okay.
Which means your fob, if you leave and it turns 10, your fob will not get back in.
Okay.
So if you come in,
stay there later.
You're not supposed to.
Oh, but you
need to get the fuck out at 10 because there's homes that are from underneath. So it's just a courtesy.
Oh,
It's a courtesy.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And then I'm sitting there going, I'm gone at 9, like I'm a 45-ish. This guy just came in now. Is he going to do like a 15 a minute like workout, or what the fuck? So I decided to look at the cameras and be like, who stayed after 10? And then there's this one guy, and I'm like, I'm gonna check out his fobs and see how many times he's gone to the gym and at what time. Thank you for that raid, Jordan.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you. So then I noticed that he goes to the gym and he normally fobs in around like 9:45 to 9:55. 9:55, bro. And the gym closes at 10.
Before it closes.
So what he does is he gets there, he stays there until like 10, 15, 10, like I'm at 10, like I'm at 10, like I'm at 30. And when everyone leaves, because everyone else follows the fucking rules, he's there alone. And he's doing his little, like, whatever he's doing, lifting the dumbbells and shit like that. And most of the time he takes off his friggin' shirt, which I'm like, whatever, fine. And then he, like, sits in, like, one of the bike things, and, like, he's doing, like, his workout thing. And his, like, sweaty back is touching the back of the bike, which I'm like, you better wipe down that fucking bike. He doesn't, first of all. So I'm pissed at him for that. And then he does... I watch it because I watch him in, like, super fast because I don't want to, like, watch him in normal time or else he'll be there forever. This is what he does. Let me, like, show you what this man does. With his shirt off. May I add. He walks around the gym looking at himself in the mirror. Like, he's like, like that. And he's like looking at himself. He goes back, he works out, looks at himself some more in the gym. Like, he does that for like 30 minutes, walking around the gym, doing some occasional arm things, and checks himself out.
Can't do that at home, apparently.
Well, I did like him.
Email him, Cliff.
Email him and be like, just so you're aware, the gym, it closes at 10. And on this day, and this day, and this day, you went out blah, blah, blah time and stay there for like past 10. The gym is closed at 10. If you keep on coming in, you will be banned from our gym. And I will do it. But I didn't bring up him not like cleaning, like cleaning stuff
Please
down.
Clean your back sweat off the fucking equipment.
I was so tempted, but I'm like, no, Chelsea, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Just make sure he leaves at 10. So hopefully he'll get the memo. But if I see his back sweat touching any of those fucking chairs again, and he doesn't clean it off, I'm going to be sending him another thing and just be like, just as a follow-up, can you clean up your back sweat chair? Thank you. Because it's nasty. And rude. Makes me so angry.
Oh my
like,
god,
he's like,
that's too funny.
he walks around, he looks like outside because like there's like a patio. He's looking outside with his shirt off, and there's like houses next to us that can see into our gym. And he's like working out, facing the houses, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you so weird?
Feeling invigorated with his workout?
I don't know. Required. They aren't, but like, it does say like dress. I don't know what their actual phrasing says. Like dress appropriately. So like, if I walked in and a dude had a shirt off, I'd be like, put a shirt on. No one wants to see that. If we can't actually take off our shirts, neither can you. But I don't know if a sports bra is appropriate without a shirt on. Like, I think it is. It's just, I don't want to see, like, your whole man chest, you know?
Imagine men start wearing sports bras to work out.
You know what? Go for it. I just don't want to see the whole, like, I don't know why, but I don't like see your whole chest.
I don't understand why, I mean, in that scenario, It's not that hard to wear a tank top.
Yeah. And
Just
like,
saying.
but like, to be fair, he does wait till like they all leave. So,
And that's probably why.
but like, that's not my problem. It says
He wants
fucking
to
10
have
o'clock.
his own show
He does. It's a real show
with
for
his
him.
workout.
He does. He's
Like, I have a perfect vision of what you've described this guy doing. Like, perfect. Like, I am the security camera watching him, and it's like literally he wants to be he has no outlet to do this anywhere else,
no, I
clearly.
don't think so.
So he builds himself up in the gym, but it's like after closing time, he doesn't think anyone's paying attention.
Oh, but now he
For
knows.
you. It was meant for you to start fucking working out in that fucking gym. Swear to God. Because look,
But the best part is, like, on his lease, his wife is the actual, like, lease, like, holder of his lease. So
There it is.
I can't actually reach out to him because I don't have his personal stuff because he's not on the lease. He is on the lease,
you
but he's
had
not
to
the
email
leaseholder.
his
I had
wife?
to email his wife and be like, could your husband
Chelly.
stop doing this? Basically. Because I couldn't contact him. That's the rule. If you are not a actual like lease, like a main like I'm a person on the lease, I can't talk to you.
Can you imagine if Jordan was working out like that, or in my situation, Kona, and you got an email?
I would run down and be like, "Show me the footage, please, please, cut it for me and send it to me. I need to see this." I would. That would be personally me. Be like, "Can I get like a copy of that, please?" So I can save it. So I had to email his wife this, not just him, because I don't have his stuff. So I had to reach out to her.
So I just have to quick pop in because I'm trying to do stream markers on Twitch. So when you like look at the VOD, you can see kind of like an idea of where funny times are if you and when you edit. I
Yeah.
don't expect that anytime soon, obviously, but
Good luck.
a couple of exactly. You're busy as fuck right now. We both. I mean, anyways.
They're just sitting there staring at me, be like, "We're still here,
Hi.
Jelly. Hello."
Some of them just go before the marker because I got them a
it's
little
okay.
late.
That's
Too
okay.
much before, but you'll get the idea.
I'll get an idea of what they are.
But that's just like too funny. I like love this so much because you know the scenario.
Oh yeah.
He's
Like-
married and his wife got the email.
Like, I'm happy for him taking care of his health. Like, go for it,
great.
dude. Just get there before 10 o'clock and leave at 10 o'clock. And also wipe down the
doesn't
shit
want-
you use.
he can't do his show
Too bad.
with everyone there. He doesn't want an audience in the gym.
Well, now he has one,
He
which
wants
is me.
a sneaky audience from one of the residents of opposing buildings, as you said.
Exactly.
He wants those kind of viewers, not the we're all in the gym together. Is he fit?
He has like a
Is he average?
He's average. Like, he's working on himself. He has like a like I'm a kind of like I'm a dad bod. I would classify it
Okay.
as. He's doing
I'm
it alone.
imagining dad bodish, a little saggy tummy, a little
Yeah, like he's working on
yeah.
himself, but he's not like chiseled. He's just like, you
Sure.
know, a little.
Nothing wrong with that. Just
like,
curious because
he's
like
just
if
a
he
little
was like
soft.
super fit, I'd be like, huh.
Yeah.
Why do you have to do this alone? You know, what's
Well,
up?
like, even if he did it like with like other tenants there and like they reached out to us, we would still be like, shut this weirdness down. Stop being weird.
Yeah, he wants to work out. I kind of get it. I'd probably
But he looks at himself a lot. A lot, though. Like, he's doing more of that
he is
than
having an
exercise.
affair.
His wife's really nice. I hope not. I really like
I
his wife.
mean,
She's so nice.
who knows?
I'll
I'm
slap
just
him in
totally
the
stirring the
face.
pot, dude. So hard right
Nah,
now.
I don't know.
Watch, but I mean, like, I mean,
Maybe you never know with this with buildings. Like
with the world
you
or
never know the
anybody,
drama that's going
anything.
on in these
Yes,
apartments, man.
exactly. What if one time you just happen to like, and
Catch something on camera.
yep,
Yeah, I got a story. Speaking of that, it wasn't personally me that caught anything, but at our
thank
first
God.
a building that we worked at, our bosses they told us like a couple of weeks back, like prior to us starting out, they caught this chick come home super late because the whole reason they got word of this was because someone called them saying there's someone I'm no, I'm no, I'm naked, passed out in the a bathroom by our gym. And then they're like, what the fuck? So then they go down and it's this chick. She's clearly very drunk and she's like passed out. She's pretty much naked. And they're like, what happened before all this? So then they went back, they
Yeah.
watched back the cameras. She comes stumbling in, like club clothes, very drunk with this grubby man. Like from what they told me, he's very grubby, like almost like a homeless man, essentially. It looks like it. And they
Okay.
like go at it, like they're doing the dirty in front of the camera. And of course, like they had to call her husband and be like, your wife is passed out. Could you come grab her, please? And yeah, this couple split up. And then we got there and then they like told us the whole story because there's like the woman doesn't actually like live there, but she still pays the rent because that's the agreement because they have a child and and yeah, so occasionally you do catch
Drama.
the nitty gritty shit, which I'm always waiting for. I'm waiting for someone to do something just outrageous. I personally haven't. I've caught some funny shit, but nothing scandalous yet.
What's the funniest thing you've caught in this building so far on camera
in this-
besides workout guy?
In this building,
That's hilarious.
in this building, nothing too fun. No one's really like rowdy like that here. I find not that I can think of, unless Jordan can tell me about a time I caught something funny on camera. But the funniest thing I've caught on camera at our first building, because there was weird people at that building, just weird fucking people. Okay, there's some people that have been there for like years, like 40 years. So it's an established building with people that have been there. So this one like husband and wife, like they live like in the suite. They've been there for like 20 plus years. And sometimes their son comes and stays like at their home. And he's kind of a weird dude. He did weird shit and we finally had to tell them he needs to leave
Gotta go.
because he's just weird. He gets like, he talks to people, he gets people like weirded out. People just don't like him. So then one day in our downstairs, like our basement, there's like these like string lights that are like on like this ledge to like brighten up the hallways. And this guy, he's at the elevator just waiting to go up, and he's stretching, he's doing this, and all of a sudden he grabs that ledge with that light and he's stretching his back, and all of a sudden this ledge just goes whomp. The ledge falls, the lights are just bouncing everywhere, breaking, and I'm just sitting there and like, what the fuck, bro? Because we saw like the broken lights everywhere, and we're like, what happened?
What
And he's
the
like,
fuck is that?
he's like putting his full weight, this grown man, is putting his full weight on this tiny ledge, and it falls, and and the lights are swinging everywhere, and he's like, "Oh my god,
Oh my lord.
oh my lord!" And then he just leaves. He just goes upstairs and doesn't say a fucking word to anybody. And then we're just like, hello, there's a camera.
Yeah. My
So,
bad.
like,
Yeah.
we gotcha. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. As I say, if there's something weird that goes on, I will find it. I
Yeah.
will fucking find it.
What a great moment to capture.
I can't think of like any other like insane moments. I've like, there's just little funny things here and there, but I think that one's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's like a cat like stretching on something, on the wrong thing, and like eating shit is kind of what it reminded me of. You know?
Yeah,
There's
like
a grown ass man instead.
a grown ass man who just a weirdo anyways. And he
Yeah.
broke these lights, and we're like, I hope you know that your parents are now paying for this because they live here. So
Yeah.
oh geez, I can't think of anything outrageous, but I probably have some more somewhere. But
Well, they'll come out of pocket eventually.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
but that one's like my favorite one though.
That's
for
a good
sure.
one. I like it. I like it. Fantastic. Well, I guess I'll do a quick check-in because we have a lot of fun topics to talk about. Oh,
I
no,
took
it's
so much
okay.
time.
I don't really want. I've been dreading this check-in, so nothing personal, you guys. It was my birthday on Friday. I was really sad. Several days in a row. I was able to come out of it a couple times, but
which
why we
honestly is
didn't-
fine.
yeah, I'm
Like,
just
it's normal.
just saying the grief. I thought I was gonna be. I went into it like a few days prior. My birthday's on the 3rd. I thought for sure I was gonna be fine. I felt so strong. I talked to my brother. He was like, "No, I like fucking just hid and didn't talk to anyone." And he's like, "I regret that. I wish I had gone out and done something because I would have felt better." And that gave me some good insight because I ended up getting sushi that night, which was great. So it ended
Yum.
up being really nice and delicious. And I drank some champagne. And I'm playing some Divinity with Goof. We end up getting just stuck and annihilated in this area that we just like can't get through. I mean, we figured it out pretty much towards the end of our
That's
gaming
good.
time, but I got this massive red mark on my
You did.
chest.
Huge.
That was literally an M. And I was like fucking tripping. I've never had like a splotch like that I've had splotches from alcohol like that, or maybe a reaction to food, like where you feel kind of like warm
Yeah.
and like your skin, blemishes a little, I guess is the proper, I don't know. Anyways, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So beyond that, man, it was sad. And then I worked Monday. No, I didn't. I did not. Well, I kind of half worked. Monday was a shit show.
Yeah.
Let me just put that way. It was just my life and just a shit show. Kona and I half getting along because, having a family, life is crazy. We're fine now. We get along. We work through things, but fuck.
Yeah, it's hard.
Sometimes you don't see eye to eye every time with your partner. Not every single, you do the best you can, like 99% of the time, but sometimes you hit that beat and you're like, fuck. So, and then we recovered by the afternoon, so we were fine. But, and then today is Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. Yesterday I worked and that was nice. I was alone, but at that job, I was telling Charlie this before we started stream. This is the same job that had the garage door wide open when I came to start the house the day before on Monday. So got that all settled. The owner was pissed. She's like, those renters, they're so irresponsible. She's going to downvote them for their renting. It's like, I just love it when I can report something bad about the renters because some clients really want to treat you like shit because you're the house cleaner.
Yeah.
This particular client treats me very nicely. She respects the job, the son and others. So that's pretty great. And I go in and I'm cleaning the master bedroom, and there's a lot of snow on the roofs around here because I live in the Sierra Nevada mountains, for anyone who
Mm-hmm.
doesn't know. And we've had many, many storms this year, which is great. Like I can see a huge change in the lake already with it rising. Um, so this summer is going to be awesome as far as that goes. Hopefully, it reduces the fire danger because that shit has sucked the past few years.
Yeah.
But because of that, it creates ice dams on roofs. And these guys had a massive leak that went through their window into their bedroom window. And it was like just a lot of water. It wasn't a stream, but it was like a very consistent drip. And she got a quote from someone I recommended, which kind of made me feel a little bad. But I didn't know a lot of snow shovelers these days are charging a lot. Um, I just found out someone was charging $100 an hour per person to shovel
Oh my god.
because a lot of the snow is straight ice in certain levels. Because I don't know if you remember, but we had a bunch of rain
Yeah.
on top of the snow,
Ooh.
and then it snowed more
Ooh.
and froze, and just a lot of, so there's a lot of layers to the snow right now. Um, anyways, so I gave her a quote for $3,200. And I mean, it's literally a house that's built just like my neighbor's house. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like that's a lot of money.
Like I said, like maybe he's like, you know what? I'm just so like busy. I don't really have time for another house. So I'm just gonna throw out this outrageous, crazy number, and hopefully she doesn't pay it.
That's a thing. And then, okay, I did just say, so I do know someone else who charges 100 an hour, right? Per
Mm-hmm.
person, there's a team of two. This guy typically has himself and at least two or three other people working with him.
Okay.
So imagine at least you're paying $300 an hour. Hypothetically, if you're charging and paying $100 per person, right?
Mm-hmm.
That goes quick.
Yeah.
Like they've been there 2 different days, my next door for several hours each day and each time. And I'm sure she had to pay a pretty penny.
Probably.
I don't know. That's a lot of money.
So like
So she's gonna.
do you guys also need this roof job done, or like do you guys take care of that
Our house
yourself?
is like, no, we take care of it ourselves. And like Kona stays up on the ice because,
Mm,
and mostly because the houses that I'm referring to, like, they're this new type of house that they build up here where it's the most efficient 3 bedroom, 2 bath with a garage because not a lot of houses originally up here have garages like our own.
mm-hmm.
And it's like basically the most efficient for like the property line space and stuff too, but you don't normally get like a lot of yard. Like you don't but a lot of house and very
Okay.
tiny driveway. It's a
Mm,
very strange flow.
mm.
So it's just one of those types of designs of houses that like is kind of popping up everywhere. And it's kind of a flatter roof too.
Oh, that's not
Our
good.
house has like it's not flat, but it's flat enough to where the snow sits there and
Yeah.
literally just soaks into all those shingles. And I don't know, I just feel like it just
Just
like such a
disappears.
mess. It just goes through the roof into the house. It can create like sometimes you can walk into these houses and you can see massive cracks in the ceiling
Oh,
because of the weight of the snow on the house and
that's
the ice.
scary. That
Yeah.
could cave in at
Some
some
houses
point.
have straight some houses have straight collapsed.
Oh my
Like
god.
no joke.
You
I
would
haven't
think
seen
that
any
they
this
would
year
build
that I've looked
like
into,
different
but
roofs.
well, yeah. And well, this specific not okay, let me be clear. The specific house I'm talking about that are kind of flat, I don't think if any of those have collapsed yet because they're all
Okay.
pretty new. Some of the older houses have totally like in the past couple pretty big seasons of winter, past few years, it's happened. I'm sure it'll happen. We have this area called Alpine up here that Alpine Meadows that is gnarly. Like
Mm,
how the snow hits the area. It's like if you have a house there, it literally becomes a cave. Like there's so much snow, especially in a good
Crazy.
winter. It's crazy. And there was a massive avalanche in the 80s there that like destroyed some shit. Houses,
Wow.
killed people, buried people for days,
Oh, wow.
took out the lodge, like gnarly shit. But anyways, my life is dealing with like snow right now and it's literally waiting for it to fucking melt. My birthday was really sad. Let me just give a little insight on why it was so sad for me personally.
Yeah.
We know my mom died, but she
Do
had
we?
no.
Sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No one knows that bitch died, okay? Let me keep whining about
I'm
it.
just
Fucking
joking.
no, she had so many fucking dumb things she'd say to me. I'm like, fuck you for saying that shit, because she'd be like, I'm gonna do this forever. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're gonna die one day. And she goes, don't say that. No, I'm not. And then she dies. So it's just like, you fucking died. I told you. Anyway,
Anyways.
um, this bitch would always give me a rose for every age that I was for every birthday.
Oh,
Right. So
wow.
today would have been 35 roses. Or
Damn,
not
that's
today, on
expensive.
the third.
That's
Exactly.
nice. That's nice.
She's like, Kona, if I ever die, no, way too nice. This woman, extraordinary things.
Yeah.
And she was also a extreme pain in my ass. So it was just a little like bittersweet for me. It was tough. It was a little like, I don't know. So one moment that hit me really hard the day I was super bummed. John is walking down the stairs of the house that my mom lived at. And I am facing John with my butt at the fireplace getting warm because I had a fire going. My dad is sitting at a chair right about where my mom passed away.
Yeah.
But we got rid of that couch. It just, I know in my head because I saw her. That's where the fuck she was.
Ooh,
But he's coming
yeah.
down the stairs. So he's looking at me and my dad is in between him and I. My dad is Papa.
Yeah.
But John looks at me and he goes dead on. He goes, Grandma's ghost is next to Papa.
Ooh. Ooh. Sixth Sense.
I just start crying. I'm
Yeah.
fucking was uncontrollable. It was dumb. Like normal me, that's like, I would have been like, "Hey, mom, what's going on?" Like all like, can you show yourself?
Yeah.
Give
Give
me
us
a
a
sign.
sign.
But in that moment that day, I
Yeah.
had been so sad.
Like, what are the odds that John, like he,
I believe him
like, I do too. Like, what are the odds that
for
he would
sure.
make that up? He has no idea, like, what
I
that really
mean,
truly
honestly,
means.
really, yeah. And the craziest thing, he's like, Grandma's standing next to Papa.
Yeah.
Like she's right there. And it's like literally where he was sitting on the arm of the chair and like where anyways, fucking shit just blew my mind away. Then my birthday rolled around. It was a nice birthday. It was a lovely day.
That's good.
I stayed home, which is something that I love to do and just like
Hell
veg
yeah.
out.
Hell yeah.
John and I played some video games together.
Oh,
I made the
perfect.
mistake of letting him play Goat Simulator.
Oh,
I
no.
realized that like maybe it was a little too graphic.
Yeah?
A little bit because he's just like standing letting the trucks just like run him over and I didn't think that was proper with the ragdoll effect of the fucking goat 4 years old.
It's a goat game.
I know, but it's like aggressive. Like, you get
Really?
points for like eating people up and I just felt like he's growing and it's just not the right.
Yeah.
Anyways, it weirded both me and Coat, because we're pretty open-minded,
Yeah.
okay, to the gaming world. But that one really kind of just like,
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, that guy uninstalled. And yeah. And then today, I guess the only part of my check-in really that's kind of cool is today John had to go to the doctor and he was really scared. And so I surprised him with a beta fish that he decided to name Poopy.
Love it.
And
Love it.
Ella, I offered all these like Encanto names. I offered some Frozen names. I offered a bunch of different names, and she was like, "Oh, because her little fish. I got her a fish too. I had to get her included." So
Yeah, of course.
John got his mostly because he had a like I said, a doctor's appointment that he was really stressed about. He got through it. He was fine. But Ella, I got her one too, just because when you have two kids, you kind of just have to keep them both included, which is
You got
completely
it.
fair. So I got her one too. And I'm going to be taking care of both of them anyways. Let's be real. But they just chill. You feed them once a day, whatever.
Yeah.
Ella's like, I'm like naming off all these names, and she finally goes, "No, I want Luisa. I don't want Isabella. I want, I want her name to be Luisa." And I was just like, she's
Okay.
still working on her language, but she was like aggressive about it because I think I overwhelmed her with like the options I was giving her. Sorry, but I was like, pick a name.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, as a
Should've
kid,
just
I was
said
very much, I couldn't make choices, like, as a kid.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Yeah. I think he'll my B-day faster after getting a new bike for my dad when he pulled another one out for my sister. Oh. See, on the birthday, it's a little
That's
different.
different, but, like, this is,
That's fucked up.
yeah, that is,
Like,
I
I
agree.
think it's one thing if it's like you had, like, he had a doctor's appointment he was scared for. I rewarded him for getting through it, and I rewarded his sister for
Yeah.
having to endure all of that with us.
Yeah.
Like, she deserves something too, you know?
Yeah.
So that's messed up. I agree with you, Jordan, on that one a bit because I think that if it's your birthday, your special day,
Yeah. That's bullshit.
party favors are one thing.
Yeah.
But like,
A full bike.
it's like, then my birthday's not special if she gets one too.
Exactly. I agree.
What the fuck? You could get her like something else that's like small.
Nah,
like a
they're pretty much like
teddy bear.
Jordan's sister and him are pretty much like the same age, just like a couple months apart. So nah, it's like it's not even that like she was like a younger kid. She did not understand birthdays. I can't think of what age you told me before, but I can't remember. You were like 8 or something. I can't remember. But yeah, that's bullshit.
Old enough to know. Sure. Yeah, that's whack.
Whack ass.
Beyond that, I guess some of the new news, I did find a home for my mom's other dog, Izzy,
Did you?
the German Shepherd Rottweiler mix.
That guy took him? Like, took
Yes.
her? Nice.
Yes. And
Aw.
he confidently left. He had me watch her once recently because he had to go to the neighboring city to get some like errands done and also like change the oil in his car and just do some things. And he, I think, has been afraid to leave his own dog that he had prior at home because she eats like loaves of bread off the counter and shit. Izzy doesn't do that. She's been a really good dog, at least even at our house. And having Lola and Ruby here, and then Izzy, I've left them at the home for many hours, unfortunately, but I have to. And come home and everything's fine. Nothing's chewed up, not even the kids' toys.
Nice.
So it wasn't that bad. I have to give her that. But he was really concerned, so he had us watch her, and she did really well. She was actually kind of like weirded out here because she was so used to like the anxiety of like not having my mom and like
Yeah.
the stress of something new, and she found some like comfort, I feel like, with the new home she was in. So when she came back here, she was like, oh
Am I
wait,
coming
am
back?
I in another transition? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
And she saw her old pack mate, Ruby, which they like kind of treated each other kind of weird. And it was kind of weird. It was
strange.
weird.
Interesting.
But she had a massive ear infection, and me
Aw.
and the new guy talked about it, and I gave him some suggestions because he had gotten some medicine for it, and she is afraid of the applicators. So I
Aw.
suggested just squirting it on his fingers and then like just gently like introducing it to her ear and like massaging it in there instead of just like squirting it in there because she can't handle that.
Oh, poor baby.
She can't do it. So I'm like, try that. And then he texted me today and said that my method worked.
Aw.
And I just feel like, because I doubt myself a lot. So I just was like grateful that like,
Yeah.
anyways, it worked out. So she's got a new home. Everything's groovy. My life, I'd like to get a haircut one day.
Yeah.
I failed on my fitness goal already.
You
I've
know
been
what?
sad and depressed
You
the
had a
beginning
rough
of February.
start. You had a rough start, okay?
I
It's
am telling
fine.
you, I went into it with such high ambitions.
I
Was I not in it?
know.
I was in such a good place.
You
I
can
was in
start
such a good
tomorrow.
place.
There's always a
I
tomorrow.
have exercised, but I just haven't taken it seriously like I felt like I was going to. And I think it was just a reaction of anticipating my birthday coming and just like,
Yeah.
I turned 35. I
Yeah.
know that's not that old to some of us out there. And, but it's kind of just
It's a
this
key age.
age. It's an age, 35,
It's
man.
like
Like, I
one of
don't know.
them like staple
I'm looking
ages, you
down
know?
40 now.
Yeah.
I don't know. And obviously the mom stuff was affecting me as well. So it was just a lot. It was a
It was
lot.
a rough
So
start to the
next
month.
year will be much easier on my birthday, I think, as
Hopefully.
I am hoping. I think so.
And even
I
if
think
it's
so.
not, it's
I'm
okay.
I'm pretty I'm capable, I believe, to get
Yeah.
past it. It's just
Yeah.
hard. It's like someone who I need therapy big time because my mom fucked me up in many ways, but she was also a good person to talk to once in a while. So it's something
Yeah.
it's just tough. Even though I fucking didn't get along with her most of the time, as we all know that. I've talked about it before. So anyways, I'll go back to me because who am I? I talk about everyone else most of the time. My kids, my husband, my mom all the time these days. Yeah, me, I don't even know who I am. So I enjoy coming to this podcast to try to figure that out.
Welcome.
It helps me
Welcome.
because Chelly and I will start being like, like a few days before podcast or even the day of, we'll get like this fire up our asses where we're like, oh, this thing we want to talk about. And we'll start putting in our discussion in
Yeah.
chat in our Wawta channel. And then suddenly we're like, oh, well, did you? And then we'll start like some messaging each other. Oh, and like the lash thing, we're gonna get into that soon.
Yeah.
It's kind of old news now at this point, but it's still
Yeah.
juicy
It's
enough
still
because girl
juicy
hasn't
enough.
addressed shit.
She's not gonna address shit, I'm pretty
She
sure.
ain't gonna.
Just like I know that there's some people here going, "What the fuck are they talking about?" Because
talking
I'm not
about?
on like social media,
Anyways,
and Jordan's not on the same like talk as us.
yeah,
So,
this is a little off what we normally talk about. So, anyways, it's hilarious. So this helps me remember the kind of dumb shit I don't want to call it dumb.
It
but
is dumb shit.
It's dumb shit that like I enjoy.
It is
Like
dumb
I just
shit.
saw this thing. Did you ever watch Below Deck or any of those kinds of shows?
No, but on my TikTok, I keep getting like clips, and I'm like, this show's juicy. I love it.
It's-
But
my
I've
mom-
I've
that's
never
weird, but
watched
my
it
mom used to
though.
watch it a lot. My mom was into all those shows, Housewives, blah blah blah, Kardashian.
The
She's
drama's
all into that
fun.
shit, dude. Mom, stop it. She is drama queen. But Below Deck, the captain guy that used to always be on it when she would watch it and stuff, he just got like suddenly swapped out apparently for some new
Oh.
guy. Never dumb shit, fun shit. Yes. Hi
It's
Jay.
dumb fun
How's it
shit. What's up,
going?
J Love? Dumb shit, fun shit. Like there's always like shit to talk about. We love
It
it.
is. It is. It's juicy. So, leading into juicy topics, let's just go right in because we brought it up. Let's talk about this lash catastrophe.
Lash
right?
catastrophe. Yes.
So there's this TikTok gal that Shelly and I both realized that we have kind of in common suddenly. Like she's kind of new to me. I feel like you've kind of like,
I've never heard of her.
oh really?
I've
But you
never
kind of-
heard of her
until recently, right?
until recently.
so
like
you and I are on the same page as this then.
same page.
Literally on what we know.
I
Okay.
don't know who she is really.
So she's from Boston.
Yes.
And she's got a really thick accent. She's got a fiance. They're getting married. She's a beauty
Beauty guru?
influencer.
Yeah.
Influencer. I was
Some.
gonna say enthusiast.
Don't think that's the right term, but yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Beauty. She's an influencer. She
Yeah.
has like 15 million followers on TikTok or whatever. But she had this deal where, or the situation where she's sponsored by L'Oreal about
Yeah.
their specific mascara.
New lash.
And she,
mascara
this
thing.
new lash mascara, right? This crazy like wand tool to it and blah blah blah. And basically, she got called out by a bunch of people because they think that she added fake lashes to her
Final look.
final look.
Because what
And
happens like throughout the whole clip? Can I just like interject there?
please,
Is that
please.
she's doing her like eyelashes? She's using this stick, and then it's like a brush, and then you turn it, and then it like fans
Get
out
on there.
the lashes. That's what it's supposed to do. So she does one eye, and then you can tell the screen cuts, and then all of a sudden she's done the other eye like off of screen, and I'm on the camp of she put some fake lashes. She did. She 150% did, because her lash line's like here, but on top there's little wispy bits. And it's like, those are fake lashes. And she, like, people were calling her out left, right, and center. So much. So much. And like she was quiet this whole time. Like not a word from her. And then she comes up with this next TikTok, and nothing. She doesn't even bring it up. Nothing. She's not talking about it.
She goes. No, she says. Hold on. First, she says. Oh my gosh, she says something like
she baits us
we gotta
in.
talk about something. Like, yeah, baits. Clickbait, yes. So I'm putting in the video of her lashes in case you want to share it on stream so everyone can see.
Yes. Is it
whether or not you're into makeup or not? This shit. Yes, I just put it in there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do the other one.
So this clip is of who doing it? Oh.
Yes, that's the original. This is the controversial TikTok.
And it was like everywhere. Like, it was all over my social media.
And then this is the one where she addresses it and doesn't address it. She goes, "I'm sure we all know why we've all gathered here today."
Yeah.
And she's like, "It's the month of love, bitches," and just starts talking about February.
Like, I kind of like, I'm like,
I respect it.
I respect
in a
it.
Weird,
not gonna lie.
Crazy way.
I respect it. Like,
she doesn't have to just. I mean, like, L'Oreal's kind of sus, anyways, as a makeup company, anyways,
really?
Right? So,
like,
interesting.
It's one of those. It doesn't actually, like, who really cares type of things.
Yes,
but it's just
fun.
It's fun. It's stupid. It's like, I don't know. It's just the things I like to fill my time with.
I agree. Just because it's just. I mean, I don't know. It's just a different form of. Just
like, you can't trust what these people say on TikTok when they're talking about stuff. They're getting paid to make it sound good so you buy it. They don't give a shit if what they do is like the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
No one gives a shit. You're still gonna buy it. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
You and I were talking how we really love the sesh, and Kendall Ray admitted straight up that she would always pick up what homegirl would be trying that was new. She would often buy the products.
Yeah, like, I got sucked in way back with like when like Jeffree Star and like Shane Dawson, before the whole controversy of them being like canceled, I got suckered in, and I got their palette. I got their palette right here, and you know what? I still use it because it's a damn good palette. But I was suckered into like the whole series. I watched every part of it. My sister and I both watched it, and we were talking every night whenever like a new part like actually came out, and we were like, "Did you see the new thing with like Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star?" And like, we got suckered in. Yeah. And it turns out, like, let's be fair, we all knew they weren't good people. We all fucking knew this. We all knew that Shane had a shady past. That for a long time people just chose to like not really pay attention to, kind of sweep it like under the rug.
Yeah.
And Jeffree Star, to be fair, I didn't really know Jeffree Star. I didn't fucking know. I didn't really know who he was.
Let's be real. No offense. Not to say guilt with association, because that's a terrible term.
Yeah.
Really. But also, he kind of had to have known.
Yeah.
Person was not so he was obviously already not so great, or
they were both like,
you know what I mean,
like prior to all this they were both like pretty shitty people, and then they kind of like bounced back and people liked them, this and that, and then all of a sudden it blew up again and everything came out about how they're bad people again. And I'm like, well, we all kind of knew this from the start, but like everyone chose to ignore it.
Everyone just was like, yeah, whatever, it's fine.
And then all of a sudden, it's not fine.
I'm not fine.
Also, like the only thing that they really changed, like online, is like back in the day, they didn't have to specifically say that what they're doing is technically an ad when they get paid to do stuff. Now they have to say that it's an ad by law. They have to say that this is an ad, and I'm being paid.
Fair, I don't think it was an ad.
I think it was, because it wasn't just her actually doing this. It was a group of these girls trying on this mascara. So I think they were paid. Like if you go to the hashtags in that first clip, it might say paid promotion or something. A telescope, a local Paris part. Yeah, she's a partner, and it actually says paid
partnership. You're
like
right.
they legally have to say that.
Yeah.
Which I think is great, but also at the same time, I don't care.
My thing is, like, we're not all made the same, and some people naturally have outrageously long eyelashes.
Like me.
And it's like, yeah, you know? And people would kill for that shit. So
like you would, but here's the downside. Like my glasses are dirty constantly because my lashes like brush up against my glasses and they get dirty.
Yeah.
So just be happy if people have like short little lashes. Just be happy if you have these and you don't have to clean them as much.
Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. So this chick's a trip. The whole situation's a trip.
It's just fun.
She just popped into my world when I heard about this from the Sesh. Honestly, it's another podcast that Kendall Ray does, and with her cousin and a couple other people.
Yeah.
So I got curious and I like looked more into it because I was like, "What the fuck is this about?" Like, hello. And then of course I get a full on hole snooping through this chick's whole TikTok. Not all of it, but like
a lot of it.
Damn, she does videos all the time.
Yeah,
like,
these people making big money from TikTok.
I just feel like they're always like, it's just, I don't know, it's too much.
It's their job. It's their full-time job, though.
It's a lot. Can you imagine just doing that just for a job only?
I don't know.
Just always sharing your life. Phil?
I don't know.
Or parts of your life?
I don't, like, it seems just crazy because, like at
day?
some point, like, I'll be like, I don't know what to talk about anymore.
He has 1.1 billion likes.
Billion.
That's
with a B. Crazy.
Anyways, so interesting makeup shit. Weird story, but necessary. On another note, I saw this article I thought was fascinating right before stream, so I wanted to say something because what the fuck? But there were 3.5 tons of cocaine worth over $300 million discovered floating in the Pacific Ocean.
What?
By
Like,
New Zealand
like in like
authorities
baggies
say.
or in bricks or like
No,
how?
I didn't. I literally just kind of skimmed through it. So let me read some more because it was literally like, let me do that, and then I ADD'd myself, and I was like, I want to change our
Like, did it
background and
fall
see what
off
I
of?
can do, and then I Adobe'd, and then you scared me anyway. So that's the train of thought where my brain went. But
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, let's save this for podcast. Maybe it'll pop up, and I just saw it, and I was like, you know what? Let's just address this real quick because it's still fucking me up. 3.5 tons of cocaine. Do you realize that's so much?
No, I really don't know how much that is.
That's like tons. That's like like, I guess that could be like a full car
Holy shit. Where's it
at
from?
least. I have no idea where it's from, but no arrests have been made. That's one of the single biggest seizures of illegal drugs by authorities in New Zealand because that's where it ended up kind of floating around. So it could be up from anywhere, but that's a lot
That's a lot.
of money too on top of it.
Yeah.
$100 million. So
Someone's in a lot of
someone
trouble.
fucked up. Someone fucked up somewhere. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoops.
Whoops, I lost all that
They're probably
cocaine.
not around anymore.
No, probably not. Exactly.
So anyways, that was a crazy headline. And I know that's not a topic. We normally don't really talk about that kind of stuff, but I was just like,
that counts, I feel.
that is crazy. Like, what? Anyways, USA Today, if you want to look that story up. And then another random weird thing is the phenomena in Turkey.
Yeah.
Also,
the earthquakes.
like the earthquakes, right?
Crazy.
But now, I'm assuming maybe because of the earthquakes, who knows? There are craters opening in the ground.
And you know how we love
You
our
know how we
holes
are
in
about
the ground.
sinkholes. Thank you.
Our holes in the ground. We love our holes.
Our holes.
Our holes in the ground. We
You know
love
how
them.
we are about holes here in the Wawta podcast.
We fucking love our holes, man.
We love our holes. So so yeah. Something I want to do with our overlay. Can we all just talk about this for a second?
Sure.
And we'll go back to the whole thing. I want to make our cameras a little bigger, but put them maybe on one side because you can still edit it to where as long as they're up and above each other. I want a viewing window.
Yeah.
So in these moments when we're talking, you're able to like maybe pop up.
You could squeeze one by me, like on the other side, other than what are we talking
like
about?
Up here?
Yeah, up there. You could probably squeeze one in there if you really wanted to.
Well, I'm just thinking it would be kind of nice to like, because we talk about stuff and oftentimes we want to like, it wouldn't be terrible unless copyright was an issue.
Nah.
Which I guess it could be, but most of the things we talk about aren't an issue. We could show some of that stuff on screen and then discuss it with everybody, you know, kind of deal, which would be kind of interesting. But so it's something, I would love to hear anyone's ideas on the overlay because I would like to start working on a new one for the spring is coming soon. And I want to be on top of it a little bit more this next time because it took me a minute to get from fall to winter. But well, actually I was on Christmas there for a sec, but barely. Anyways, so climate disaster. Turkey's having some freaking giant sinkholes, well, craters they're calling them, which I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Is it a crater? Let's read the article. Experts have already sounded the alarm. The phenomenon that is affecting this area of Turkey is being called a climate disaster. The problem's very serious because craters are beginning to open even in residential areas, with all the consequences this could cause for buildings and people. That's pretty much all of the article. It looks like most of it's just a video, or I guess it's not even a video. It's just
I'm showing it on screen.
Oh, great.
Like, look at those craters, guys.
This is insane.
I went to the next thing. Whoopsies. Like, we love our craters. I don't know why we love these craters. We love the sinkholes. Give us a good sinkhole, baby.
Well, because it's like, what the fuck was under there before?
Like, was it just
air?
An empty
space?
space?
Minecraft cave?
Yeah.
and no one's digging in there in that cave.
Seriously. I got
I mean,
questions.
I'm curious, like, even in your own hometown,
Yeah.
are there holes like this occurring?
Yeah.
Do they exist?
You never know. You might be driving and then just you're in a hole. Crazy. Like, are they all part of the same tubage system underground?
So
Oh,
there's one of the first pictures, or maybe it's the last picture. Okay, yeah, it's after this picture.
this one. With
Are
the
those
birds?
people?
No, no, those are birds. Those are pigeons, I think.
Really?
Just from the stream, I
it's
can't
just a
like zoom.
small.
Oh, full screen. Full screen. There we go. I think those are
Oh, I
those are
guess you're
pigeons.
right.
Those are pigeons. Get out of your ad.
Yeah. Strange.
Yeah, those are pigeons.
And so yeah, we've discussed sinkholes and stuff
There's water.
on the stream. What? And we have learned
Like there's water. This
that
one's empty.
sinkholes are caused because of water
But why is it so round?
underground.
Like, look at this one.
It's always
It's
a
so
perfect
round.
circle almost like, and it's just the way water is. Water tends to be quite circular. Like,
I know, but like, I don't accept
it's just
it.
crazy. I don't accept it either because like you
Like,
would
look
think
at
it could be more
that.
of like yeah. Why?
Problem for farmers.
I don't understand.
According to farmers in the area, sinkholes have always been present, but in recent years they would have increased. The costs incurred by them would also have increased. Previously, the fields were irrigated once or twice a year, while now it would need to be done 5 or 6 times. Interesting.
So these sinkholes have been happening before this earthquake. They've been happening even as early, well, it's been happening a lot since August 11th, they say, 2022.
Sus.
So this late summer. But they've counted approximately 2,500 sinkholes around the Konya Basin in Turkey's agricultural heartland.
What's up with Turkey?
2,500 sinkholes.
Wow.
What?
Research have now opened up in ground.
Oh my God, I've totally clicked this thing. This is when we were on our sinkhole thing. A lot of those were in Turkey. But why? What's there?
What's wrong with Turkey?
We need to learn about this more.
Scientists, this is what we need to learn about.
What's going on in the land there, underneath the land? That's like, are they getting too much moisture that's getting stuck underground that's causing these sinkholes to like just suck towns away and like portions of cities and shit? Like, obviously you don't exactly know what's under you when you're building a city, but like if you're doing sewage or like water or like underground electricity or anything like that, like, are you gonna have some idea? I guess maybe you just don't go that deep.
I don't know.
I don't know. The shit just is mind blowing. Like, really? Because they're mostly circles, and like with you, that's what fucks me up too. Why are they so circular?
Why are they so perfect? Like, these are the real questions, people.
I don't know. So,
oh, jeez.
sinkholes. They're a thing. They're stressing us out still. There's more than 2,500 sinkholes in fucking Turkey right now. Plus an earthquake.
2, I think. I think they had a total of 2.
Or 2.
I
lost count.
Their buildings all, like a bunch of their buildings collapsed, and I think the last I heard,
it's terrible.
The last I heard, 2,500 people dead. Yeah.
I have an old when I nannied, I made a friend who was a nanny. She was an au pair, but she lives in Florida now, and she's from Turkey.
Yeah.
She mentioned on her social media like she's got like some like GoFundMe type things going on. So.
Mm-hmm.
Donation pages, but damn. Yeah. So that's some crazy Earth news. Oh shit! I just clicked out of the one that I liked and I saw that I thought was really cute.
What, a sinkhole?
No. It's from Viral Hog. It's a little video, but I thought we'd all appreciate this. I'll put it in Discord. It's a little cat who essentially adopted this baby monkey.
Aw.
And the monkey just kind of hangs out on the cat.
Love it.
I thought it was really cute. I wanted to share that. And then other than that, I think all my weird and funny news is over.
Yeah.
Do you have anything weird and funny?
Oh, nothing funny. I got like the Hogwarts game that I got.
I forgot about talking about that.
I got
Important.
feelings. I got mixed feelings.
So we have lots of feelings about that.
I got lots of
Where is the
feelings.
cat?
I have some like queries about like the moral issue behind a Hogwarts, the game, like Hogwarts. I'm Legacy, because as a lot of people know, the whole controversy is if you buy the game and play the game, then you're supporting J.K. Rowling, which we've already established is a human piece of garbage, because she's so homophobic and so trans, like she's so transphobe. She's so fucking transphobic. She's so transphobic.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, woman, get your Twitter taken away, please. It's like, stop.
I don't follow her on Twitter, and I'm kind of glad I don't.
Ugh, the things this
It's
woman
aggressive.
says. She is literal human garbage for having these opinions of hers. Like, I know some people have your opinions, but like, she believes that trans people are not real people and they should. She like gives her money to like groups that want to get rid of trans people, essentially, which is part of where the major issue is. She's like not a good person. And she's claimed this. She said this. If you buy this game, I feel like you agree with my views. I count that as you are on my side, which is, I think, what caused the whole explosion of the issue with the game. And like,
I didn't know that, and that's spicy.
she will not shut the fuck up. She's horrible. But I love Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, and it's not fair that she's ruining such an important part of a lot of people's lives. I know it sounds crazy that it's just movies or it's just books, but these movies and books for a lot of us came out of
Pop culture.
It came out as such an iconic part of our lives, and a lot of us were like, we are a Hufflepuff or we're a Gryffindor, and like people were passionate about this. This wasn't just a franchise. This was a lot of people's personalities. Like, this was their lives.
I always felt like I was a Gryffindor when I got into it.
I was a Hufflepuff.
I'm not really sure.
Hufflepuff for life. Hufflepuff. Fuck yeah. But like, it just, and like a lot of people are like on the internet screaming and shouting saying if you buy or play this game, you are transphobic. That's literally what's going on. But I've seen a lot of trans people on Twitter and like TikTok saying, I'm buying this game and I'm playing this game.
I don't give a fuck what JK says.
So, like, where do we stand if a group of trans people are saying it's fine and a group of trans people saying it's not fine? What do we do? What do we do?
What's morally correct?
What's morally like? I want to play this game so damn fucking bad.
Personally, if I was in your position,
Yeah,
because I'm not personally, but if I was in your position,
yeah,
about this game, you sent me a video of someone who made a really good point.
Yeah,
and they were transgender.
Yeah, I can't remember what she said, but yes,
She basically was just along the lines of like, let it go.
Yeah.
Like, stop making a big deal out of something. Basically, like, because you're making a big deal, it's just giving her more money and clout anyways.
Yeah.
Because you're popularizing like this.
Yeah.
You're making this so popular that.
Yeah.
it's being talked about all the time in a negative way too. Like, shut the fuck up, basically. Long story short is what this person said.
And this person will be
And they're
playing the
gonna play it
game.
anyways. They intended on it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been my whole attitude. Like since you mentioned this in the start, I'm like, I'm like a stick it to the man kind of person. I'm like, oh, you're telling me I can't do that because it's this or that. And if I'm gonna look at it justifiably and be like, is there actually something wrong with this?
With the
There's
game
everything
itself.
wrong with Amazon. Jeff Bezos is a
Yeah.
piece of shit. Is that person fucking ordering off Amazon?
Probably.
You have a fucking Tesla? Like, let's be real.
Yeah, like Elon Musk is a piece of shit too.
Do you like electricity? Because I'm pretty sure Nikolai Tesla got fucked. Just saying. You know, I mean that's deep. That's an episode of this of my. I could go real deep on that one. But I'm just saying.
Like,
I'm just saying.
The way I view it too is like, if someone likes some Star Wars or something, I bet you I could dig far deep enough that I can find some shit on the creator of like a Star Wars or something. I bet you I can find some shit on any fandom. And I'm like, why aren't they getting canceled? And my other point that I tweeted out the other night because I wanted to know the answer to this is, if you have a problem with her world, go to one of her one of their parks, because there's like those Potter World parks around the world now. There's theme parks to her world that I guarantee you she's making money off of that. Go to her park and do something in person. Go protest at the park. But no, they won't, because everything is online and you're safe. Go to, if you really feel this passionate about it, go to her fucking parks and actually do something about it.
Go protest there. I'm sure there's people protesting her front door even. Like, really, let's be real.
I know, but like, if you really want to make a stink, go to the parks. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I would love to play this game. I know a lot of people are playing this game and they don't give a fuck. And like, kudos to you for like not caring. But I do care, because I know that there's some people that I've kind of got like kind of chummy with, like I'm online, and I know how they feel. And I'm like, do I want to risk that friendship because I'm playing this game and now they have a bad thought of who I am? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be called like I'm a transphobe, because I'm not at all.
You are not.
It's just, I love Harry Potter. I love the franchise. It's a great franchise and I love it. And like, they go deeper than this. They're like, in the franchise, there's like an anti, like this like white supremacy with the, like the house elves, they're slaves, with like the goblins, like they're essentially the stereotypical Jewish person. And I'm like, you guys, like, you can find that literally
no one's seen Zootopia.
Like any franchise, and you can see what you want to see. Like let's be real, it's a personal decision. No one should.
It's making a story.
But the thing is, with the game though, it's either you're with us or you're a bad person. That's the option.
You're against us. You're with us or you're against us.
Yeah, and like a lot of the people I see screaming about this and being like, if you play this game, you're a bad person. Most of those people I've seen are not even trans. They're not even fucking trans.
Interesting.
And you're telling me that I'm a bad person, but like majority of the trans people I see like online are saying it's fine to play. I'm just confused. It's like, it's part of how society is now for me or against me. Exactly.
Well, you know how I stand. I say you should play it anyways.
Like I said,
I also respect the fact that you're like, I don't want a bunch of heat or unnecessary drama because of this bullshit. This is stupid.
Like, this is, chances are, the best game that we're ever going to get of this world. and probably the last one we will ever get also. Because the popularity of Harry Potter is somewhat dying in a way, but this might bring it back. But like, this will be the best and probably last game that we're ever gonna get. And it just sucks that like this whole thing is like just ruined it because JK couldn't keep her fucking mouth shut. And she had to ruin the world she created. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's a good point, Goof. If that's the case, I mean, I would say something along the lines of like, I don't support the author or the creator, but
the thing is,
I love the world they created.
Yeah.
And
like,
it's hard for you to tell me I can't love that.
This may sound bad, but like, you can't really judge me for this fact, but I don't have any trans people around me. And that's not by choice. It's just I don't. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. It's not a choice. But anyone that I know has an issue with this game is not trans. So I'm like, your opinion doesn't really matter in this situation. I would rather ask a legit trans person than you who's not trans and has a strong opinion of the game. Because it doesn't... You're being I'm a white knight for some people that might not have a problem. And you're just creating drama.
That's like with some... And I might be far-fetched on this because I'm not a racist person in any way, shape, or form, but some white people will overly express a racist situation or something along those lines.
Yeah.
That someone of color would be like, that's like not a big deal.
Exactly.
And it's literally like, that's it. How you're describing this. I've seen this happen before. It's the same kind of scenario. It's like someone just has to throw a fit about it for some reason.
It's like, I think of it back to how there's this whole stigma of we can't say Merry Christmas, and we have to say Happy
Holidays because everyone's offended by Merry Christmas.
But this is my point. This is my argument that I bring this up every year. I have never met a person that celebrates Christmas or like Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever the hell else you do. I've never heard any of them bitch and moan about Christmas. It's all...
I don't celebrate Christmas.
It's all people... It's people
universal. Making
a stink about something that they think that other people should be making a stink about. But they're not, but they feel that they should be, so let's make a stink about it. It's kind of like that. You see a boy behind me? There's a boy right there. What'd you hear?
The boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like...
It's literally something people just want to bitch about something that they just want to keep... No one wants to put the fire out and move on. They want to keep the fucking fire going. They want to have that controversy. They want to have that fight. They want to have that issue.
And they've been having this fight. This game, I feel like it's really kicked up within the last 2 years. This fight has been going on for literally 2 years. And the game is coming out in 2 days, which people are already playing it somehow because with the early access, you could have played it like early.
Yeah, like XQC and Lyric were playing it.
And like, there's people on Twitter going, I have unfollowed so many streamers who have clearly made a choice, and I'm sitting there going, I just want to be a wizard. I'm
so glad I don't have any of that on my timeline. I'm grateful.
It's all on my timeline.
Me out.
It stresses me out. Like for like a few weeks, like they're silent, and then all of a sudden, I'll get a wave of like, if you play this game, you're a bad person, blah 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 blah, and then it's silent, and then I'll get another wave of if you play this game, you're a bad person, and I'm like, but you're not trans, and you're telling me I can't play this game. I don't know how that's a lot. Like if I had a trans friend and I'm like, how do you feel about this game? And then they sit me down and they're like, Chelsea, this is how I feel about this game. I don't agree with the game. These are my reasons, X, Y, Z. And if you play this, it makes me feel really like I'm uncomfortable because of XYZ, you know what? I would seriously think about my options. And I'm like, yeah, I'm playing him. Yeah, you're lucky. Like, you're not stuck in this web of streaming that, like, we are. Like, this constant, I don't know, need to like, not validate, but, like,
No, you're being recorded. If you don't present yourself properly or say the right thing, you are fucked. It's
yeah.
2023. You cannot be in 1990 and say the R word
Yeah.
that ends with "ard." You can't say anything. And you can't say anything, which is legit because that shit is all wrong.
Yeah.
But you also can't like it's become so harsh that you can't even play a fucking video game
Yeah.
because the creator believes
It's-
some dumb shit
And she's
that people
terrible.
in that flow don't give a fuck about.
Like, I'm fully on board that she's a terrible person. I am fully on board that
Yes.
JK is a horrible, horrible person. I am not defending whatever she says or her
No.
actions or none
She
of
didn't make
it.
the game.
She didn't
made
make
the
the
story.
game, but she's still getting money from the game, which is what
And
people's
she's going
beef is.
to. It's in
She's
her
a
contract.
she's a
She created it.
bajillionaire. She's a bajillionaire, and no matter
She ain't gonna
who
stop.
exactly.
Give me that money, bitch.
She's
I
getting
create
money
something
for
amazing.
everything. Every time that they play those movies on like the TV, every time you go to her fucking park, every time you buy a fucking book, you're giving her money. And
No
like
matter
I
what.
said, how about you guys go make a stink at the actual parks? How about you show your faces and light some shit like on fire? I don't know. Just go cause some chaos in person instead of shouting on the internet.
Don't really set anything on fire, but hypothetically,
But also,
do
like,
it.
maybe if you really want to, go
But
for it.
just be smart. Smokey the Bear is after you.
But yeah, like, it's
Charlie, we
sad.
have to cover our asses here. JK could be on us.
Bring it on, JK. Bitch.
We ain't got no money for that.
She can't sue me. You can't touch me. It's sad because, like, when it was first, like, announced, I was hyped. And I keep getting hyped and then sad. And then I don't know what to do. And then I'm hyped. And then I'm just torn. And because, like,
I just think you should play it, and I don't think you should stream it because of how you feel about streaming and offending your community.
like
which
I
is
said,
fine,
I might stream it on my secret channel.
which you still need to DM me that.
Yes, I
thank you.
do. I do. Thank you.
Hello.
I will.
Also,
I've never used it.
I have a sneaky Xbox account, but I don't have one on Twitch. Goof and me.
Okay, yeah, I'll like send you guys my link to my.
Um,
I also want to share it because like it's so special to me. Like
Yeah.
Harry Potter is so fucking special to
so
me.
that's why I think, if anything, like I said, no
Yeah.
OBS, right below start stream, it says start recording. You could just record it
Yeah.
first instead. It will suck though because
Eh.
you won't have that chat interaction. But if you do it with your secret channel, you could do both. Stream it
Exactly.
and record it at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you could always delete the stream if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
And
So you
like
could share it.
the good thing is that I plan on actually getting the game at the end of this month. So hopefully maybe like everything will die down, even though I don't think it will, since they've been fighting for around 2 years, and I highly doubt
There's got to be an end to somewhere though.
it's going to end within 1 month of the game coming out. That they're going to end this.
I mean, or a couple months, but like honestly, the moments people start finishing the game and there's nothing left to do because there's a lot of completionist gamers out there,
Yeah.
it's gonna be done talking about. And
I
it's gonna be just
know.
like the leftover people just wanting to play the game, like me and the Breath of Wild.
You're
Seriously.
like the only person now playing it.
Literally, and the new one's coming out like any minute.
It's coming out in, I want to say like September, but I'm not
I
entirely
thought it was
sure.
coming out in a couple months.
Oh, maybe
is it really
is.
that
Oh,
late?
I really don't know actually.
Shit.
I lied. I don't know.
I'm not buying it, but like I know it's coming out pretty soon because Breath of the Wild was on sale for a decent price.
Oh, was it? Oh, I should have saved
Yeah.
it.
was
Because
like,
I also
well-
still haven't played it.
Yeah, it gives me a really advanced kind of version of Ocarina of Time in a way, but
Yeah.
also it's a good game. I barely even like barely even broken into that game, dude.
Yeah.
Like I left the main area, which is awesome, but like I haven't played it much after too much after that, but it's
Yeah.
amazing. Like I highly recommend it. Zelda, it's Zelda. I
Like I
mean,
haven't played a lot of those games, like the Zelda
me
games,
neither.
honestly. Like
No,
never really
Ocarina of
played.
Time is pretty much the only one that I've played. For you, it was Majora's Mask,
Yeah,
right? Or no, yeah,
it was
Majora's Mask.
it was barely Majora's Mask. I didn't get
I
out of the
literally only
first
wanted
town.
Epona, and I rode around, and it was scary because when you're an adult riding her around, it's like scary world.
Yeah.
And
And
I
like with
hated
me, I
that, but I did
didn't
it.
I wasn't good at games back in the day at all.
Same.
So then like
I just had
I
my own
just
scenario.
made my house like this like dog house like my house. So I would just run around town and then it's like, oh, it's time for bed, so just run back to my
Hmm.
dog house and sleep on top of
Yes.
it. That's literally what I would do for
Hmm.
hours, and then I
Yo,
just
Diddy Kong
stumble on
Racing,
like, oh my god, Diddy Kong
you know,
Racing
girl,
with the fucking plane. You could find so many nooks with that
go
plane.
behind the
Oh
waterfall.
yes, I'm
I want that
waiting
game
for that
so.
game
I
still.
hope,
Come on,
hope,
Switch. Come on,
please.
Switch. Give us Diddy Kong.
I don't have it anymore. I guarantee it's gone. I have no
I
idea
think I
where
have
that
it in
game
a
is.
box, honestly, with my
I've
N64.
had it forever, but I have a feeling there was a time I lived in an apartment and I had all my stuff underneath, and I still had time to move all of my stuff out.
Hmm.
But the landlord and my boss and her husband decided to just throw it all away. So I kind of
Rude.
feel like things like that I haven't been able to find in years
Probably
were
gone.
probably in there.
Yeah.
Gone. So sucks.
Oh, Diddy
Makes
Kong. I
me so sad.
fucking love Diddy Kong
I
Racing.
crave that often.
Yeah, I just want
Sometimes.
that plane back. I just want to
I
fly
just
around in my plane.
the little hovercraft
Oh,
was fun too.
so good.
It was all just fantastic. I was the little pink chick.
Who was
Was that
I
you?
most of the
I don't
time?
know. I just remember she was pink.
Can't remember who I
I
was
didn't
most of
wasn't
the
a big
time.
pink person ever growing up, but like I wanted to be the girl. I remember that.
I've watched them play, and it looks real. Going back to the Harry Potter. Sorry, I'm just
Yes.
reading Ethan's
Sorry.
comment.
Sorry.
But yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of game, not a lot.
It
A
looks
little bit
so
of gameplay.
good.
Because I've just been like honestly,
Hmm.
I've been like, do I watch this? Am I a bad
I'm
person for
no,
even watching the game?
I'm watching. I'm
You know
watching,
do
but
you get what
also
I'm
like I
saying?
don't want to watch. Like you're not buying it, so I don't
That's true.
feel it's bad to watch it.
No.
But I also like don't want spoilers.
But it kind of sounds like it would be a lot of fun to play too.
I know. I want to fly
Is
around.
it multiplayer or no?
No,
It's just single player. That's
just
cool.
single
I like
player.
that. That's
Yeah.
great. Imagine if it was multiplayer
Or
and you could
at least I'm
play.
pretty sure it's not multiplayer. Like
Is it Quidditch?
you can't play that in the game.
Oh, imagine.
That'd be super fun. Which a lot of people were
Imagine.
really sad about. Like they didn't put that Quidditch game into the game, but they just
I
didn't
think it's
have
because the
like
story's just too late
yeah.
or like early. Because it's well before Harry Potter even exists,
It's a
right?
100 years
That's not too much.
like before, so there is like hints of it.
That's a
Just they didn't put
lot
the
of
whole game
time.
in. I bet you if it did well and like there wasn't this whole war going on with it, that later on they would have added in like that game into the game. But I
I
think
just
like with
feel
all the backlash, we're probably not gonna get a bunch of extra shit with this game. I think this is the base game and that's all we're gonna get.
how cool would it be to have like a Harry Potter MMO where you all play online together and
Oh,
become
it would be
wizards?
chaos.
Wouldn't that be cool though?
It would be cool, but it would be I can see where things would go crazy and people would be like death like death attack here, death attack there.
Well, you'd have to have your PvP zones and your
Avada
this, that, another,
Kedavra, Avada
right? And then you have your
Kedavra.
dungeons or whatever. But it would be really cool.
It would be, but
I
we're
hope
probably
that would
not.
happens one day. I doubt it, considering the controversy with J.K. Rowling. But
I really have
it'd be
such a
really,
sour taste with her. I really honestly like
yeah,
I hate her for what she's done.
yeah, she's
Like
ruined
for
it. She should have
for
just shut her mouth and get her trillions.
like her opinions are terrible and horrible, but it's just for all those awkward teens that made this franchise their personalities,
There's
like,
so many.
you've stolen so much from us now.
Yeah.
Not just with your terrible, 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 like, like opinions, but you, like, I don't know, like the game. I read the books when I was in grade 11. I read all the books in one summer.
Yeah.
Like start to finish. I was up all night, every night, reading these goddamn books. And yeah, and I saw every movie in in theaters, every single one of them, and like, who played those roles? What did they disown her? They have disowned her. Most of them, like all of the kids that were in the movies, they're like, we don't agree with her. We were in
Wow.
this. We loved her at the time because there was none
they
of
were
this.
kids too.
But now
And there was
they've
none of this
completely
drama. Yeah.
completely disowned her. But there's a couple people that stood by her side, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, please, for the love of God, just shut up. Like the two people that really stood with her were the guy that played of course out of everybody friggin' well, like Ray Fiennes, who played well, Voldemort, of course, was like, she's not a bad person, it's just her opinions. And it's like, Rafe, shut up, you're already like the big bad guy like of the franchise.
You're Voldemort, dude. Shut your fucking mouth.
Shut your
dude.
fucking
We
mouth.
all couldn't say your name for like 2 or 3 books, bruh.
Yeah, and then like the other one that like kind of defended her or like didn't really talk shit about her was the guy that played Hagrid, which a lot of people were disappointed with because like Hagrid's like
I remember Hagrid. Didn't
was
he
he
recently
died.
pass away?
Yeah, he recently passed away.
Yeah.
But he did like say some like, well, she's not a bad person, and everyone's like, if she believes that trans people aren't real, then yes, she is a bad person. And I'm like, I agree, but like, shut your fucking mouth.
I want to just say, yeah, he should have shut his mouth.
I agree. Just shut your mouth.
I want to say in his defense, I feel like what he's trying to say is, I know her well enough. I feel like she's a good person, but her beliefs might be wrong.
Yeah. With it, even if
Because
they
that's
disown her.
possible. Like my
Like,
dad.
like no
let's
one
be
feels,
real.
no one hates the kids. Like no one hates
Yeah.
the main gang because it's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong. So there's no hatred towards them. There's zero. I've never seen any hatred towards them because also they've disowned her. And they all agree it was a beautiful time like in their lives, but they will not be coming back to anything of the like any spin-offs ever, which kind of breaks my heart, but still. Imagine.
Wow.
But like as I said, I could find some shit on probably anybody in like any movie or show that someone loves. I bet you I could find some shit if I dig deep, like deep enough. I could find something. But since and also doesn't help that she's tweeting like every fucking day. Every day she tweets something. And before this game, like actually, it came out like the first week, like when this game was actually coming out, she went ham online with her opinions. Like it got worse that week, like I'm leading up.
I just typed her name out of curiosity and it says like 430 posts just today. That can't be true.
I don't think that was true.
Calm down. She's up here.
It would help if she would just literally shut up. But she's proving a point, I think. A lot of people think she's proving a point of I can say all of this shit and this game will still sell. A lot of people feel that that's what she's doing. Not to promote it, but to prove her point. of it does not matter what she says. This game will still do well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure it has done well.
Sturgeon's opponents are wholly entitled to. We told you they did. And then they were treated as they must be.
You checking out her tweets?
We are. Disgrace it all is. Trans prisoner fiasco is down. Sturgeon. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I've never once looked at her shit. So I'm definitely like,
yeah.
I probably should have earlier, but I'm also just kind of like,
that's okay. Like, you're
I'll
not
hear about it.
Like, as you said, like, the franchise wasn't a big deal.
This woman's been part of my life, though. Jake, not substantially like you, but like, that's a significant name.
Yeah, like, everyone knows who she is, really.
Right, too. So I mean, I hear about this and I believe you because I know you're like doing your research and shit. But I just was like, okay, let's shit.
Let's see it. Like, let's do a little peek.
Finally did, and it's just like,
yeah. Every time I see like her name like pop up, like I'm like, oh no, what is she saying now? What is she saying now?
And a lot of it's about people in prison.
Yeah, because like there was this whole like issue I think in England where a trans a woman was trying to be sent to a women's prison, but some view her as a man still and something like that, so she should go to a man's prison. I don't know the whole thing, and I'm like, oh my lord.
Okay, but let's be real, and I'm not anti-trans. Okay, if you have the parts.
But if they identify, I don't know.
But can't you be courteous enough that might make another, like...
No, because they feel that they're...
so fucked in...
That their opinions are...
But
more than
you
yours.
are physically not, though. And I'm not against it. And because I'm sounding like I am. I'm just questioning it. Because I just...
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it.
I don't want to.
Think about going to a gym. Think about going to a gym. I would never use a public shower anyways, but just hypothetically, you're using the public shower.
Yeah.
And a transgender man turned a woman, right?
Yes.
Comes in, snaky pants, and it's like, oh, hi.
Like, I am of the...
I agree that they identify with who they want to be, but also, where do you draw the line?
I don't know.
Is there a line that has to be drawn?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. That's a heavy that's a heavy one.
Like, I believe that we should...
It's one that everyone else is on a whole different level than I am, so...
In general, get rid of, like this separate, bathrooms. I think we should just get rid of it. Let's all just have the same bathrooms. And honestly...
Oh, see, but there's so many fucking creeps out there.
There are
creeps,
nervous. But, like, there's... If, like,
just
you go
stalls.
to... yeah, everyone just use stalls. I agree. Don't have a public thing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though, is that I've seen some, like, parents talk about this, like, online. Like, if a dad brings their child or their daughter and they have to go to go pee or something, do they bring them into the men's bathroom or do they bring them into the women's
Can't fucking
bathroom?
stop me. I'm bringing my child, especially John, at a decent age, until he's a decent age to go into the fucking public restroom by himself safely.
Yeah.
He's coming with me.
To the women's
restroom in a stall. But typically, you just have like a one room, one toilet room. Who gives a fuck if it's a bathroom that has like 20 stalls in it, and my 5-year-old little boy needs to use the bathroom? He's coming the fuck with his mom because his mom's not going into the men's fucking bathroom.
Exactly. Just
simple as shit.
Just give
and I'm not
gonna
send my fucking 5-year-old into a fucking men's bathroom by himself to go fucking stick his just go pee in a urinal.
So I think we should just...
Sorry, I'm stressed out.
Just get rid of the separate things, and just everyone uses stalls. There's no options to just stand there and pee for men because no
Do
one
they
wants
have
to
to
see your
have
penis.
urinals?
Get
You
one
know?
in the
Gordon, do you
like
have to
in the
have a
stall.
urinal
Do
in
it
a
in the
public
stall.
place?
Do you have to pee outside
Really, I
of
need
the
to ask
stall?
Kona too. He's not down here, but like, is that necessary? Do y'all have to? You know what I mean? Like, don't men feel weird? Do you feel weird pissing in a fucking giant bucket with other men? Like,
Yeah, with
looking
your
at each
dicks
other's
out.
penises? Us women don't have to do that.
Yeah,
We don't have to sit there next to each other pissing. No, not in homes. We're talking about public.
yeah. But like even like for instance we I did that a craft show at that church, right, like that a Christmas craft show a few months
Mm-hmm.
ago, and they're bathrooms were not like non-sexed, and it was an old church, and they just have a sign saying this is for both people. Their stalls, just pee in
Oh,
a
I
toilet.
got you, Goof. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
here in Canada, the long bucket
I mean, you
trough
asked if
is
men
very
need a
rare.
urinal. Like, I know they don't need it, but I meant publicly. Do they need
Like,
a urinal?
why couldn't
Like,
they have
even
just
in
made
porta
stalls?
potties, they make a urinal area, and there's
Yeah,
still a toilet. Why? Is it
because
just
men
more
gotta be
convenient to
special.
stand that way?
Men gotta be
Or
special.
because women don't want piss all over the seats because some men can't
That
aim?
that is true. That's probably why.
Let me think about this. Because I know not all men can't aim. I know some men are good at aiming. I realize why men don't aim or have an issue aiming. It's because they're so confident in their stream and that they're leaning back and they're just letting it hang out and they're just relaxed and it's just like peeing where they think it's going to be. And that's when they miss because their confidence was so high. And sometimes they're like thinking about something else or looking at their phone and they're like, oh shit, I just pissed on that
But
whole
like,
side of the whatever.
let's be realistic. When you go into
Women are really gross too, though.
a public place to
Sorry.
pee, do you first take a little bit of like a cloth and like wipe around the seat, like before sitting down? Because I sure as hell do. I take a little strip and I do a little quick wipe because women are also,
Are
as
gross.
you said, aren't fucking
Because they
nasty.
hover. They hover.
They
And they
hover.
piss all over the seat too.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Goofin, you don't sit. Exactly.
But I feel like
Point proven.
you are the type that would clean up any possible mistake you might have made.
Today, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I would.
Like I wouldn't sit down first before doing a little wipe myself because
Yeah.
I don't trust the other ladies.
I can't say I would always. The only time I would confidently wipe before other people because it grosses me out to even think in a public bathroom. I clean houses for a living, okay? I clean other people's shit. But if there is not one of those cover things,
Oh, I don't use
available?
that. I just do a little
Oh,
wipey
I
wipe.
do.
I do a little wipe.
oh, I use one of those because like today, for example, I was in a public bathroom at a McDonald's and it was a clean bathroom. Actually, I was kind of impressed because sometimes you go into fast food restaurants and
Yeah.
you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
But this one was nice. But the toilet seat was questionable, and
Yeah.
I wasn't on your level willingness of wiping it down. It wasn't wet. It was my biggest reason why. It wasn't like there was visible wetness to like wipe.
Yeah.
So I used one of those sheets,
Mm.
and my kids both looked at me like I was fucking crazy. But I was like, "Yo, you see this?" Like, showed them what was happening. I go, "We put the cover on, so the cooties don't touch the butt, okay?"
Like I don't know this
Normally,
thing. Like
I
I
would
just
hover,
sit.
but
I full on sit on a toilet. I don't hover.
it depends.
And
It
I
depends
didn't.
on the
I
toilet for
didn't
me.
know that this was a thing. Honestly.
It will all depend on the public toilet for me. I will hover, I will sit without a cover, or I will use a cover, or I will wipe before I sit. It all
I always wipe
depends.
though. Like that's a must. I always take a little street and I'm like boop 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 boop. Like even if it's dry, I still have to wipe it a little bit.
Mm.
Just because you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
I like it. That way it takes so long. No, I just takes me like a long time to start moving, and then I usually get caught by Kona on the way home, or on the way home, on the way back to my computer, almost
Yeah.
always. And we don't see each other throughout the day a lot of the time.
Oh,
And
I
when we
think he's
do, we try to talk.
talking shit about why it takes me so long. You know
Oh,
what?
you so long? I thought you was talking
You
about shit
gotta
about me. Takes me a
unbuckle
while
your
too.
pants. You gotta pull down your pants, sit down, get like comfortable to do your business, and
See,
then
we have our reasons why.
you clean up everything. You pull it all up. You button up your pants. You look back and make sure that there's nothing weird like on the bathroom. Make sure it's flushing because I do not
Yeah,
leave
I won't do
unless
a
it
pre-flush.
flushes. Because I'm not leaving pissy water in the toilet.
So
No, that's
occasionally,
not. You have to be comfortable to pee.
if it's yellow, keep it mellow. If it's brown, flush it
But like, I
down.
mean, like in public.
But exactly, there are exceptions to the rule.
In
Flush that
pub,
shit in public. No
flush
one
it.
wants to see your anything or smell it.
No, no,
Say it.
no.
No one wants to see it.
No, see your.
Leave those logs.
No,
No,
no.
stop it.
Nasty.
So, yeah.
Nasty.
I don't know. That's a fine line to be crossed, but I agree. I think most bathrooms should just be unisex. Who gives a fuck?
And create stalls though, because no man's
Every
dick
room should have stalls.
needs to be out. No
Yeah.
one needs to see that person's dick. Okay.
And with stalls, no, you can't do that.
What?
Because, I really grow concerned about like the single woman or the single transgender woman.
Yeah.
And not all men are creepy, okay?
Mhm.
And not all women are vulnerable.
Yeah.
And vice versa, okay? But there are plenty of circumstances where things get sketch and there are sketchy people in this world. And it's the one thing I feel like where concert venues, things like that, where suddenly everything is like, because you kind of have this weird safe zone. I get to go to my
What's
girls'
stopping a
league or
man
whatever,
though
but
from sneaking into
what's
a
stopping a
woman's
man? You're
bathroom and
right.
just like
You are
just
right.
being there?
You are right. But as a woman, do you feel a sense of security though? A little bit when you're by yourself going into the bathroom, knowing that like this is a girl zone? Just a little?
I don't know because like
I don't know.
where we are in Vancouver, there's weird everybody here. Like there's creepy ladies, there's creepy men. They're all
Exactly. And that's why I wasn't trying to say either gender or whatever.
Like
Because it
everyone
could go
can be
either way. I'm just
creepy.
saying as a woman,
I don't
as a
know.
female.
I just feel like I think at first we would be like kind of weirded out, like uncomfortable, but over time it would just become the norm.
Just something you get used to.
Like that's how I feel.
You have to trust it. It's a matter of trusting your neighbor, very like literally in a public space neighbor.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But like
Lot to think about with it.
There could be creeps everywhere. Like
there are creeps everywhere,
and of
but
every single gender.
A creep is going to be less capable or perhaps courageous to just, I can't believe we're on this topic, go in the opposite sexes or genders bathroom because they're not supposed to, but it would be a thrill, right? But they're going to be overly cautious about it. Whereas,
but what if like it was a dude dressing up as a chick and he's not trans and he's just being a creep?
He's just being a creep.
But he's like, oh, I'm just trans, and then there's nothing that you can do about it. So
exactly,
I think you're screwed either way, and
you're very screwed no matter what.
Let's just take
Move
it
on.
away.
Everyone accepted. I accept all applications of human beings for just existing and living on this planet.
Go for it.
I just like to talk about the this or the that because it's something that people fight about, and it's more like, well, let's hear all the sides of it. I want to hear it because there's a lot of options to it. So I'm always aware. Make sure I lock the stall door. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's all the things you do, right? You just have to be aware, anyways. But it's just interesting to think about. I don't know. Because not everyone's, because people are creepy no matter what genitalia they have.
Yeah.
No matter what they identify as. Some people are just straight creepy. No offense.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exact goof. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's an interesting one too.
Don't even get
Oh,
me
I know
started
people
on therapy
who
pets.
I know people who have lied about their therapy pets to get them through. And I've just been like, they did nothing but get like a harness and then some fake,
Some fake papers that you can just
just
get
yeah, and
online.
then Velcro tags on their harness to make it. Anyways, I'm just like, meanwhile, that dog has murdered 2 other dogs. Okay. Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, like that's just
Yeah.
unfortunately though the way like there's been times when I
But it
challenge
is.
people and like they fight so fucking hard for their therapy dogs. And I'm like, it's not a real thing like here. And then they're like, yes, it is. Do you want to see my papers? And I'm like, yeah, I actually do want to see them because it's not real. And then
Mm-hmm.
they're fighting. And then sometimes it's like they're a guest. So I'm like, they're not going to be here every fucking day. Like, it's not worth her trying to sue us, really.
Yeah. Like, it gets to a point where it's just like,
Like, yeah, just
we could we could rate Lala tonight.
is she play because she playing Hogwarts Legacy?
Yes. Ah.
We could. I'm down. I don't give a shit.
Ah.
Like, to be fair, she did not buy that game. Someone gave it to her. So
And
where
I love
like
it. She's
like
wearing like a bunch
where
of
does that
rainbows
stand?
and stuff, like really setting the mood. I love her so much. Girl, you tell us. You tell us.
Like, I love how she doesn't give an absolute fuck about anything.
Fuck
Like,
all of you.
like she's smoking bongs on stream.
Exactly.
She's playing this game, not giving a fuck. Yeah, she's bi. She don't give a fuck about anything.
No, yeah. It's just funny.
Like, she got gifted that game, so technically she didn't buy the game. So is she
It was a
supporting?
gift and I'm gonna play it, so fuck you all.
Yeah, like there's a great like spot there. Like, she's technically didn't buy it. So she's not really in the wrong. If there is a wrong here.
Well, JK is wrong.
Oh, JK is wrong. Like, she's
But
terrible.
is she wrong for saying how she feels? Because there's so many people in this world that don't feel the same way as everyone else opposite of her.
She believes that a group of people should not be real, should
You
not
know,
be existing. And to me, that
totally
opinion is
agree with
wrong.
you. I agree with you.
I
But I'm
think,
just saying, like,
yes. I will stand.
devil's advocate.
You can do that.
She has a right to have her own belief too, right?
But if she's saying a group of people's not
Sucks.
real and that they're wrong and that they shouldn't actually
Exist.
exist, and they clearly
Yeah.
do fucking exist and they're real people and they
They
have
are
rights to live their lives and have jobs as they want and shouldn't have to fear for their lives, yes, she is wrong.
I agree with you.
She is on the wrong side of the books.
I
of the
just
history.
find it so interesting. Someone who has made the living that she's made to just, it's almost like she's trying to see if she can get canceled.
Yeah, it sounds like
like,
a challenge.
I'm not-
Half the time, what she says sounds like a
You
challenge.
look at her Twitter, you're kind of like, wow, you're kind of antagonistic.
She is. She's really.
Yeah.
I think she enjoys picking fights.
Uh-huh.
It is, but like
It's a very fine line, Goof.
it's. We're not talking about faiths here. This
No.
is a group of people that they're trying to get rid of,
Yeah.
and that are trying to fight for their rights to be safe and have jobs and not be like like fired because of who they are.
Yo, what was that movie with Hilary Swank?
I know exactly what you're talking about. But I cannot remember the name.
God, it was on the tip of my tongue.
Jordan.
Tip of my tongue.
It has John Travolta, I believe.
No,
No?
it's,
Who the fuck was in that one then? Jordan.
Hold
What's
on.
that Hilary Swank one where she's like trans?
Where she's trying.
You know, we like watched it last year.
She's pregnant, by the way.
Oh, is she?
Twins.
Where does she
Boys
go?
don't cry.
Boys don't cry. That's it.
She's probably. I mean, Cameron Diaz retired from acting, so I'm sure Hilary Swank probably is just focusing on family and shit.
I guess.
Similar. That's my guess.
That's
Boys
a
don't
great
cry.
movie.
And that was a long time ago. And that movie came out is my point. At this point now, present day, that movie came out a while ago.
A long time ago.
Transgender
Early
people
2000s.
have been existing for days.
Forever.
Beyond that.
Forever,
right?
yeah.
And that was a substantial movie then. And like now, just look at where we are now. You know? I don't know. We've progressed so much, but there's always going to people who are going to try to keep things shitty.
Yeah.
There's always going to be people like that. And it sucks. China are killed, Nina.
I know, but like in this situation, like this is what the fight is right now in our little bubble. Unfortunately, there's no one big enough talking about that to really cause, like, I agree, like we're all fighting about this stupid game when there's literally a war Ukraine still, and no one is talking about that now. And there's still a fucking war going on, but yet we're gonna fight about a video game.
Not about the war.
Not about the war, not about the human rights that are being like wrecked there. No, let's fight about a video game.
Yeah.
Let's focus on this. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. And like,
yeah, it's all valuable.
There's groups all over the world fighting for their lives, but unfortunately, this is just the one pushed to the front right now. Yeah, and like back then too, like people were even worse than now, I feel.
Way worse.
Like there's still
much more forgiving
there's still terrible people now, like.
But there's a lot less terrible people. There are still a shitload of them out there. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, there's still millions of them.
But there's a lot less. Or a lot less that will actively do or say something. It still happens.
There's a lot more people now that would stand up for other people, openly. I think that's what.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Yeah, shrink the humane. We'll always fight to shrink the inhumane people.
Yes.
But with that being said,
I think Lala is done.
Ending. I think she's ending.
So I was thinking Oran or Turtles.
I love my turtles, man.
Yeah. We don't have anyone else really on our Wawta thing.
I love turtles. Like sometimes I just sit there and just watch the turtle people, like for hours. I love them.
It's so good. Yeah, thanks for being here, Goof.
Yeah,
lots of good discussion. I enjoy these types of conversations. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like all of the different topics we had with our sinkholes.
Well, it's fun to challenge it too, and know that we're like. I hope I didn't offend anybody by my, devil's advocate side, the opposite side, but I just have questions.
Yeah,
and I trust and know and believe that everyone can be who they want to be.
Like, I have questions of, is it okay if trans people say it's okay, but some trans people say it's not okay? I have questions. We
have questions.
Who do I
we want to respect more? Everybody.
Which side of the community do I listen to?
In my opinion, in that scenario, the trans people.
But they're both trans people.
But a lot of the people who are against it are not trans.
As far as I can see on my
in
my tiny space, a lot of people saying don't play the game are not actually trans people.
Exactly.
Well, and unanimously agree on most things. Perfect. I totally agree with that, Goofin. But this one is just so public. Mm-hmm. So public.
Like I said, either play it on your other account or record it and then upload it months from now when you're ready. And you'd be like, so, hi. This is blown over.
Yeah, can we all, be friends and be, flying around, on our broomsticks now and just be friends,
Yeah.
please.
Look at my content. A couple months ago when y'all were cray. Okay.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. It'd be much easier if you were all on the same page, please. Thank you.
Please.
Please.
That's impossible. Well, y'all have a great evening.
Yeah, we're gonna raise some turtles and fish, okay?
Yes. Enjoy. It looks like it's nighttime going on in the turtle and fish zone. But
It's bedtime
yeah.
for them.
It looks dark.
It does look dark.
A little peaceful, a little coy going on.
I love them
Yeah,
so
no
much.
conflict in the turtle world. Turtles
No.
and chill.
Turtles and chill. None of
It's
this
amazing.
craziness.
Yeah.
All right, good night, everyone. Hope you had a wonderful
Good
time. I'll
night.
see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'll actually mute myself this time.